Oh my God, Amanda, how was your date last night? Oh my God, he was really boring. Like he took me to a park. Like I expected him to take me to a bar, and he took me to a park and we walked around. Oh my God, like wow, small dick energy.
Dude, I hate small dick energy so much.
Because somebody made big dick energy a thing. Probably a guy, some fucking loser. I'm not fucking making right now. Hashtag tiny tit energy. Fuck you. And we're live. What's up, boys and girls? Beyond the Bench, episode 76. What are we?
Fucking 76, eh?
What the fuck was that? March 28th, 2021. The podcast about everything and absolutely nothing. I almost forgot what our fucking tagline was. Mm-hmm. Josh on the podcast. We have Justin, and we have a very special guest as well in the house. Justin, say hi to say hi to the ladies and gentlemen. We have Gerrardo on the podcast, the winner of our now giveaway. Known as rigged giveaway, apparently. Yeah. Gerrardo, say hi to the ladies and gentlemen.
What's happening, guys? Especially a big shout out to Leo. Very sad you couldn't be here right now. Being very selfish, saving the animals across the ocean right now.
What a fucking loser, dude. He likes animals more than people.
Yeah, he actually does though, but who doesn't?
Is that a thing?
I think people like animals more than people.
I mean, I guess they kind of...
Like when someone gets injured, it's a lot less sad than when a dog or an animal gets injured.
I think people feel more empathy towards animals than they do for humans. But like if you had the choice right now to like decide if you're going to save a dog's life or a human's life, like right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the human.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I love dogs,
but
yeah, I'll go for the human.
I don't know, dude. Humans are animals. That's what I think, to be honest.
We're fucking savages. Before we jump into this, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the fucking channel. Hit it right down below. Notifications. Hit the like. And just like be nice in the comments. Like don't tell us we look like assholes, even though we actually do look like assholes.
Just have fun, bro. That's the most important part.
Exactly. We're going to pour out a nice shot to...
it's been a while I don't do this.
I know, for real. With the officially unofficial sponsor of the podcast, as usual, the Jameson Stout Edition.
Is it actually stout? What's it called again?
Yeah, Jameson. Well, it used to be.
Yeah, it's called Caskmate.
We said it was called Caskmate, and then the PC trolls came out and canceled it because Caskmates in the 70s were actually Aboriginals who were enslaved by the colonizers. Yeah. So they had to change the name.
Taking the biggie.
Boys.
Dude, I think it's been a good 2 years since I've had a Jameson shot.
No,
2 years.
Since I've been to like Rouge, maybe.
Oh my God.
Rouge,
dude.
yeah.
That fucking club life.
That's
I actually wanted to ask
too.
something about that after. Cheers, boys. Cheers. Oh yeah, baby.
It tastes fucking good.
Smooth.
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know why it's smooth. Because it's cold.
Oh yeah. Can't do alcohol. Can't do alcohol.
You can't do alcohol room temp. It has to be
never,
frozen.
Never.
Yeah. Fuck.
I want to ask you the question though. Okay, so back to what we were saying. Human, animal, right in front of you.
Yeah.
What do you choose?
To save or to love, bro? Because it's different.
I mean, like, if you love something, you're gonna save it.
Yeah, I'll take a human.
Yeah. Okay. Let's say like I'm gonna go deep right now. Leia, or like me. You know what I mean?
Who's Leia though? I need a background.
It's my dog. Just my dog. It's just my dog.
Leia.
Obviously you, bro, but like, I mean, I don't want to like watch my, like, you know, like that classic Spider-Man thing where you gotta like, has to save one.
The classic Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, like not a thing. It's to like save one.
Like the superhero thing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I mean, human being, obviously. I mean, it's kind of, yeah, like normal.
But now reverse the question, and I'm gonna ask you, Gerardo. If you were out in the streets walking, enjoying your day, frolicking, and you see somebody making fun of a dog, or you see somebody making fun of me, who do you feel worse for?
The dog.
The dog, dude, for sure, the dog. Dude, imagine like you limping or like a three-legged dog walking by.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather I be on crutches than a fucking dog.
Like if you're limping, you're just an idiot. If the dog's limping, it's like,
it's like
I mean, I feel bad. You know?
What the fuck's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Watch where you walk.
Where's my lighter?
Oh, it's over here.
You guys love taking my shit.
But it's true. Like when you see dogs, you ever see those dogs on like the? They don't have a crutch. Like if they're missing a leg, they have like the wheelbarrow, the fucking wheelbarrow in the back. You never seen that?
Never seen that, dude.
I think that's when they're missing both legs, though.
Did you ever see it like on a picture or like a video?
Not even, but like both back legs and front legs, or one can it be diagonally missing?
Oh my god, is that a thing?
I don't know, it's fucked up.
You lose your front right and your rear left.
Because you don't choose which ones to lose, so I don't know. Dude.
Yeah, you just lose them.
What kind of accident would result in a front right and a rear left leg being lost?
It would have to be like two separate accidents.
It have to be like a not even like I don't know. It would be like a plank of wood was shot like diagonally underneath his body.
Maybe he gets hit by a car, and as he rolls, one arm breaks, and he rolls over, and then the back leg breaks. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. It's fucking brutal, though. I want to visualize.
I'm just trying to explain that story to somebody. What happened to your dog's legs? I mean, listen, we were in the wild, and a fucking bull came out of nowhere and the dog was rolling. Actually, now on the topic of animals and love for animals,
Yeah.
I read something this week. I don't know if you've ever heard about this. It's a ongoing tradition in Colombia, of all places. Are you aware of any of the traditions in Colombia?
I'm scared. I don't know why.
Besides doing fraf, I'm not sure.
I said this last time on the podcast. I went to Colombia and there was no cocaine anywhere to be found.
Ass jobs. That's the new Colombian thing.
Dude, it's ass jobs everywhere.
Yeah.
Ass implants
How do you
everywhere
know?
you look.
I've looked into it. Dude.
He's well researched on the topic.
A little flat behind of mine.
So, Colombia, a very strong tradition in the Colombian culture, donkey fucking.
Like you fuck donkeys.
Yeah, you fuck donkeys.
Like
okay?
for what purpose?
Like it was forced.
What I want to ask you first, okay? What do you think the purpose of fucking a donkey in Colombia as a form of tradition is?
Tradition.
Yes.
Kosher food.
I was gonna go for like maybe donkeys are like known to be like some like prestigious animal to them. Maybe maybe like it was one of the founding animals or some shit like that. You know, I don't know if it makes any sense.
Like a cow in India type thing?
Yeah, or like an eagle in America kind of shit, you know? And like you have to like, I don't know, fuck the donkey. Because like in the Greek version, didn't guys fuck other Greek males in the ass to gain like power and manhood?
Is that a thing?
I could be way off, but something along those lines.
Is that where the Greeks fucking in the ass things comes from?
Yeah, actually.
For dominance.
Not for dominance, to get like, not for dominance, not for like I'm fucking you and like I'm dominant over you in that situation. It's to get like power or like, I don't know, man. I hate talking this. I feel like I'm an idiot right now talking. We're gonna get into this after. So I'm gonna say more like maybe some sort of like, I don't know, man.
So a power
like
struggle.
a power thing.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Think familial values, Gerrardo.
Oof, dude, I don't know, dude. But first of all, when you say donkey fucking, you mean they fuck the donkeys, not donkeys fucking each other. Because I was lost at first.
Like man fucking donkey.
Fuck, dude, I have no idea. Other than pure pleasure, which I wouldn't even know if that's a valid reason or not, I have no idea.
Fathers will often take their young boys as a rite of passage to teach them how to have intercourse with the farm animals in Colombia. Once they're young men, they get a taste of intercourse with donkeys. It appears hard. What does this say? Oh, it appears hard to give up. Many cases have been reported of married men repeatedly cheating on their wives with donkeys well into adulthood.
That's so fucked.
How fucked up is that, dude? Married men.
Could you imagine your wife coming on you like fucking a donkey? It's like, at least fuck a girl. If you're gonna cheat, like at least do it properly. You know? That's crazy. I find that so crazy.
Fucking, you know, like girlfriends go look at your like Instagram search bar and shit, your search history.
Like donkey porn and shit, like hot donkeys.
At the donkey mama or some shit.
Dude, that's so fucked. There was like you have the birds and the bees conversation with your kid, but now it's like let's have the dick and the donkey conversation. Like, dude, you bring
double D.
Like what the fuck?
I don't get it. You think this like if you think it's like more of like a full pin situation where like you think he just fucked a donkey or like he makes the donkey like peanut butter off his dick kind of thing.
Oh, it's definitely a full pin situation. It's definitely they didn't say
there's foreplay involved.
Yeah, they didn't say like they're having sex with animals. They're having intercourse, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's like intercourse just involves the entire gamut.
It's from A to Z.
Yeah, it's the entire thing. It's blowjobs. It's fucking ball licking, ass licking. Like it's the entire fucking thing.
Like this is a cumulative exam. That's what it is, dude. That's pretty much what it is. No,
it's everything you've learned up till now, all in the same final
Could you
test.
imagine your father gives you like a final exam?
He's the invigilator, dude.
That's
Pedro,
crazy,
come with
man.
me. We're gonna show you how to fuck the donkey. That's fucked though, man. Like I always think about these weird traditions and like different cultures and shit like that. Like in Africa and stuff. Before we get canceled, they have like the fucking the stretchers, but like on the lips.
Yeah, the
and
big
stuff.
ones.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I read often. I'm not sure if this is in Africa. I think this is more in like Arabic countries. Like genital mutilation, female genital mutilation and shit like
What
that.
does that mean? They like chop off their
like they'll
their
chop
genitals?
off clits or like they'll fucking throw acid on someone's vagina or whatever because you've shown yourself to be unpure or some shit like that. And this is all stems from like traditions and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like the same way we have like Christmas and Easter.
Yeah, they just fuck donkeys.
Yeah,
and,
they
like,
fuck donkeys and throw acid on vaginas.
on vaginas. Yeah.
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
think it's
Like,
comparable.
it's fucking weird to think about it. And it's like every single culture that you can possibly think of has their own like
Okay,
weird
so
little
what?
things.
That doesn't ask. What do you think is like the most Canadian like thing?
The most Canadian
Tradition.
Maple syrup, dude, for sure.
thing. Yeah,
but,
like
but
a
like
fucking sugar
the
shack.
thing is, you can't equate like maple syrup to like fucking a donkey. Like what is like the closest we get to that?
Okay, like the weirdest.
Like the weirdest shit, or like like an actual like tradition that's like Not just like a cabane à sucre in Quebec, like something that people actually do.
Like, dude, I feel like we're so neutral as a country that we don't have
I
these
know.
weird ass things.
I know.
Like, we have igloos, which is pretty fucking weird. Who
I
wants
say, like,
to
yeah,
live in
we
the snow?
like we build igloos. That's kind of the most fucked up thing.
Yeah,
we
but
do.
like, you're not sticking your dick in anything where it shouldn't belong, type of thing.
Honestly, like, I'm looking online and they have a list of weird things that Canada does, and I already know this list is gonna be fucking stupid because the first thing on the list of 20 is we use cheese curds for our national dish. It's like, yo, it's called a poutine.
Yeah.
Get over it. This is some fucking idiot in Idaho who wrote this list.
Okay, what's one? Check one.
Here, look, this is exactly what we're saying. We put maple syrup on everything.
Yeah, we don't.
Well, it depends. Depends the person, dude.
Did you ever put maple syrup on salmon? It's fucking good.
We don't put maple syrup on everything. Did you ever put it on salmon?
It's actually really good though.
Dude, I had a
Quick glaze.
I did a this is like a, well, even anyway, whatever. The backstory doesn't matter. I was with a girl once, and we had breakfast one morning, and I made like a full pin like breakfast sandwich, hash brown inside, bacon, eggs, hot eggplants, like every single thing you can think of. But instead of being just two regular pieces of toast on each side, I made French toast, and I covered the entire thing after it was done in syrup.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Dude, insane! It's so
Fantastic.
underrated syrup.
It's amazing.
It's incredible.
I don't think I don't think syrup is underrated.
In Canada it isn't, but like I think elsewhere in the world.
They don't fucking have syrup in like the States. They have like Aunt Jemima's, which is not even Aunt Jemima's anymore. But that's another.
What
fucking
is it?
topic.
Now it's just Jemima,
No, it's just like something like super like probably white and like I don't know.
old black ant lady. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's even worse. Fuck.
Number 18 is exactly what I said, and we even have a maple syrup reserve. So the sugar shacks.
By the way, if you guys want to fucking, just for all the viewers, there's actually like a sick like I know there's a documentary on it or like maybe some article you could read. There was actually like a big ass like worldwide known like maple syrup like heist or like robbery or like fraud that happened in Canada.
What do you mean by fraud?
Like
they
apparently,
stole it?
yeah, like they were stealing like barrels and barrels and barrels of like maple syrup and selling it like in the
Was a heist.
the black market. Yeah, it's a heist. I don't know. Yeah.
Dude, if you think of it, it's like liquid gold over here. Because if you eat it in the States or anywhere else, like elsewhere, it probably tastes like shit, or it tastes very neutral.
They
type of
don't
thing.
they don't have actual syrup in the States. I think it's all just like pre-made like imitations.
Yeah, like
you know?
manufactured.
Yeah, it's manufactured. So yeah, there's actually like a whole case on it. There was like a huge deal, man. Like millions and millions of dollars worth of maple syrup that was stolen.
Well, dude, that's why on our flag we have the maple leaf. You know what I mean? Like there's
true.
the fucking leaf on the flag of Canada. Is because we have those maple syrup reserves. It's such a big thing in Canada. That's why the next thing on the list, that's what I was saying, is we have the maple syrup reserves. This is a weird one. I didn't know this was only in Canada. We eat ketchup flavored chips.
Ketchup chips only in Canada. Ketchup Lay's
No.
only in Canada. Yeah, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Swear to
dude.
God.
Why?
I don't know. Smarties only in Canada.
Smarties only.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Smarties or M&Ms now. Go.
Oh, which one I like
M&Ms.
more?
Yeah.
M&Ms for sure.
Yeah,
M&Ms,
100%.
dude.
100%.
But yeah, Smarties only in Canada.
What came
Ketchup
first?
chips only in Canada.
What came first?
Smarties.
No,
I feel like it's
did-
more traditional.
No,
I'm
of
wrong.
course.
I'm wrong.
Of course, because Canadians invented Smarties. We're obviously last.
I'm wrong.
Imagine being part of that boardroom meeting. M&Ms, chocolate inside. What can we do differently? Let's do the exact same thing, but instead of chocolate, it's candy inside.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be actually wrong because I don't know, but I think Smarties are actually the Canadian Rockets. You know the Rockets?
I don't think that's their response, dude. That's chocolate.
Check. No, I know.
Like chocolate responding to candy?
No, but I think Rockets are only called Rockets in Canada because in the States they're called Smarties.
I don't know.
What the
Rockets
fuck
are
is
American?
what the fuck is a rocket?
The Rocket, the Halloween packs get you untwisted little pills.
Like fake cigarettes. They're like fake cigarettes in package type of thing. People use them like to smoke type of thing. I find.
No, these Rockets are the little pills.
Still, dude. When you're young, everything looks like a cig.
I don't know if I'm wrong though. Check.
Smarties were released in UK in 1937. M&Ms followed a few years later in 1941. Fuck, so M&Ms took it. M&Ms did the fucking robbery, man. That's
Wait, which
fucking
one's
crazy.
American?
I think they're
M&Ms.
both from the UK.
Okay.
They're both
Yeah,
fucking
but they
Brits,
don't
man.
check if they sell Smarties in the States. Hopefully I'm not wrong about this, man. I hate when I do this shit and I'm wrong. It's like all this was just a useless conversation.
Whatever. That's what this podcast is about. It's all useless conversations.
Everything and nothing
Everything and nothing. You're close.
all at the same time. That's not the slogan.
Everything and absolutely nothing.
Fuck.
Nestle will not sell Smarties in the US.
Yes.
It's that they can't. If you ask for Smarties in the States, you'll get a tablet candy more similar to what we know as Rockets. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
And we learn something new every day on the podcast.
Yeah, for me to teach something is like honestly very rare. So I'm pretty
Remember how
proud.
mental Halloween was as a kid? Dude?
Dude, it's still mental. What do you mean? It's just they don't allow us to fucking trick or treat anymore. That's the thing.
I think we spoke about this on the Halloween episode. It's just like We can't. Like, I would love to go door to door as a 30-year-old man and just be like, trick or treat. You know
If you wear a mask and shit, yeah, especially if you're really short, you're good.
What if I'm just like, I can't grow a beard. What if I'm just like a really big kid?
Dude, people are going to be baited out. So I noticed this because of work. I drive like those econo lines, which are like, they're known as the rape vans type of thing. And dude, when I drive
Econo vans, aka rape vans, yeah.
when I drive by elementary schools, for sure parents are looking at me like, this kid's sketch, you know what I mean? Because you get older, you grow a beard, you become that guy, dude.
Plus those
That's
glasses
what it
don't
is.
help either, eh?
Yeah, no, the glasses make me look a bit friendlier, dude. That's a ginger that doesn't help. No soul.
You think it's the beard? I think it's the beard that makes people look much more.
No,
much
just the
sketchier.
van, bro.
It's
Is there graffiti on your van or no?
No, it's just
Okay,
all
yeah,
white,
yeah.
dude. All white.
Why is that like the quintessential? You think every fucking pedophile uses that van?
No, because that's what they use in movies to make to people to make them look like pedophiles.
Can't fit kids in smart cars, dude. I don't know. Like, there's space.
You can't
There's-
fit kids in. Bro,
there's space.
That's the slogan. Smart cars.
Yeah, but even
Can't
a
fit
coupe,
kids in them.
you can't kidnap a kid in a coupe or two-door. To like fucking pull the seat front and shit, like put them in the back. Like it's so inconvenient, you know. So they go with the van.
I have candy. You want to come? Oh my god, yeah. You open the door. All right, 1 second. You put the fucking chair front, slide him in the back seat. There's 3 other kids.
Yeah, no.
Dude, that's another thing. Candy used as bait. Like, I feel like there's so much better bait for a kid. Not that I'm trying to like promote rape right now.
Today,
Or
yeah.
kidnap.
Let's all brainstorm about the ways that we can kidnap and rape children, shall we?
Bro, if you want to get me as like a kid, bro, just give me chocolate, bro. Candy works, man. I would have fell for it.
It's passe though. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's like if you pull up as a pedophile, okay, and you pull up in your white van, and there's a kid at a bus stop, 8 years old, 9 years old, prime for the fucking molesting. You know what I mean? And you
Prime
see,
for the molesting.
and he's on his iPad, okay, playing in whatever the fucking Candy Crush, whatever he's playing. If I pull out a bag of Smarties, this kid is not gonna give me the time of day.
Oh shit! You need like the game of the year.
You
dude.
know what
You're
I
like,
mean?
I promise you the new Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's it. If I pull out an Xbox fucking One, this
He's gonna
kid's
fucking
flying
run.
into my van.
Give him like a Vipe or something. They'll smoke Vipes now.
Oh my god, dude! Why is that? I don't know. I wanted to ask this the other day. Okay, from what I can see now, and I knew about it before, but it's like there's this epidemic of like fucking vaping, dude, in the world. I thought it was only amongst like adults and like that douche vaping crew that everything's about vaping, like vegans, everything's
No,
about
it's
vegans.
worse over there. But nobody smokes cigs anymore, man.
No, yeah. So basically, I think people vape now without smoking cigs prior. Like, it's the
Dude,
new
100%.
cigarette.
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
thing.
I spoke to this guy I know from work, and he's 19 years old, and I was asking him, he's like really open about it. I'm like, yo, man, like, you guys, like your generation, your age group, like nobody fucking smokes cigarettes anymore. And his answer to me was like the most honest thing. He's like, everybody my age realized that smoking cigarettes isn't cool anymore, so we just vape because
But
it's
like,
cooler. That was his answer to me. I swear to God.
But why is it cooler? Because like the social norm says so.
It's the social norm says so.
Yeah.
So everybody on TikTok and everybody that's like that does these like videos or the social media shit, they all have like Vipes or Stealths or Juuls in their hand. Always. Even if they're not smoking it, it's in their hands. Try to notice.
One thing I've noticed recently a lot, man, I don't know if you've seen this too, especially since the lockdown and stuff and like whatever. It tends to coincide with like COVID regulations and stuff kind of getting a bit stricter. COINCID.
It's not a big word.
Okay,
it's a
fine.
while I don't snap, eh?
Yeah, I know.
Fuck,
For
I
real.
start snapping
I've said a
soon.
couple of them though recently, and you haven't lost them.
I'm getting immune to it, I think. Fuck.
Anyway, they tend to coincide with like COVID regulations kind of getting stricter, and I've seen so many more people just jumping on Instagram lives, especially now that you can do more than 2 people at a time. Every time, or every night rather, on the weekends, you'll always find someone going on Instagram live, and it's like they're trying to be those people that have like 9,000, 10,000 viewers or whatever on the live, and in reality there's like 6 people, and they're just like talking nonsense the same way we do. So like, I mean, listen, we're no better, but every single time when it's someone under the age of like 25, they're always vaping.
Yeah.
Every single time they have a vape in their hands, and it's like exactly what you said. I've seen people. I have younger cousins. I know younger people. Well, that's not so bad. I know a lot of children under the age of 10, and let me tell you, we're really close friends.
Back to the vans.
They vape, and they don't smoke cigs. They've never smoked cigs. They're never gonna smoke cigs. They just vape.
Bro, they're so fucking stupid,
It's crazy. But I mean, listen, was smoking cigs any smarter
Like,
when
I
we
have
were
a-
kids?
I have a theory though. This is like as to why it got this big. Is dude, you can flex with vapes now. You can buy the more expensive vape. You can buy the cooler looking vape. You can't do that with cigs. You know what I
You
mean?
buy Belmonts versus Indians.
Yeah,
That's the
but-
flex.
Whatever, dude. 50-cent flex. Now you
Yeah.
can really fucking go hard. You know what I mean?
You know what the other thing is too is that like whereas the flex back then was like you buy the more expensive cigarette. In Canada, anyway, for anyone listening outside of Canada, there's new regulations since last year that all the packs of cigarettes are all the same color. There's no difference in terms of what they look like. So you can't even flex in terms of the pack of cigarettes that you have anymore, if that was ever even a thing.
I don't get people flex for cigs, bro. You're just killing yourself slowly. There's no
Yeah.
flex on death. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. People try to be cool smoking, man. You're
Alpha.
literally dying. Yeah, but it's so stupid, man. I'm a smoker. I'm not one to talk, but like I didn't smoke to be cool.
Didn't you stop smoking cigs?
Dude, so I used to smoke like a pack a day, and that's when I said the reason I quit smoking is because of how much I smoked. I'm like, fuck this, I'm smoking a cig every 30 minutes, dude. Like, it's interrupting my day. But when I tell you quitting cigarettes is by far the hardest thing I've done, dude, I looked like a crackhead. And
For
I didn't
sure.
I didn't adjust accordingly. Like, I got drunk every day the week I quit, bro. Every fucking day. So I'd go out and pace back and forth like a fucking crackhead, and people are like,
by
"Who's this kid?"
you getting drunk, didn't you want to smoke cigs?
Yeah, of course, dude. It made it so much worse.
So why would you do that? That's torture.
Because getting drunk is chill too. You know what I mean? It's whatever. Anyways, it was just going out.
And now we
Yeah.
fall upon the real reason of this episode today. It's Justin's intervention. Justin, why do you smoke cigarettes?
Bro, I started smoking cigarettes. I remember my first cigarettes. First of all, my first cigarette was with Leo.
Fucking Leo, man.
Okay, it was with Leo. I was 12 years old, and I stole a cigarette. He stole a cigarette. I think it was from Dahlia's mom, actually. So me, Dahlia, and Leo, in reality, went in behind their bushes, and we smoked a cig. And I remember thinking, I was like, "Oh my god, like this is actually like pretty gross. Like, what's the big deal? Why does everybody smoke, right?" So I left it at that. And for some reason, like the next day, I was like, "Yo, like, what do I want to smoke a cig?" You know, like it was so weird. I'm like, am I just like being stupid, or I'm obviously not already addicted, but I guess maybe just like the inhale. And then I didn't smoke a cigarette. And then fast forward 2 years later, and I get drunk for the first time. I get drunk with this group of friends for the first time, and they're smoking, and I just took a full cigarette, smoked my first full cig at like 14, and then from then on it was just game over, you know. But I think the reason why I tried my first cigarette the first time was because I was really, really curious about it, like everybody else. Like my mom, my dad, everybody in my family smokes, so I'm around it all the time. So as a kid, you want to try it, you know. Honestly, that's my reasoning. I wasn't trying to be cool.
Yeah.
It was nothing for that. It was just, oh, they smoke whatever. Oh, Leo, you want to smoke a cigarette? Yeah, let's try it. And we take puffs, and then bro, it's such a like gradual thing. It takes a long, long time, and next thing you know, you're a full blown smoker and you're buying a pack a day.
Dude, it's crazy. When people said you'd get to a pack a day, I'm like, fuck
Impossible.
you. You don't know what you're talking about type
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
And even when you first start smoking, like you mentioned, it takes like months sometimes before you're like, I want that cigarette.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It took me months at least.
No, but after my first full cig with the alcohol, and by then I was already smoking weed and shit, I was like, I don't know. I can't even give you an actual reason of why I smoke. I don't know. I don't know how I got from that one cigarette to what I am now. This is like 15 years later, and I'm still smoking, man. Like, that's bad. You know?
Cigs are top.
But they're top. I know.
miss cigs.
I know they're top, man. And like I have like waves, man. There's times in my life where I'll smoke a pack a day like you used to, and then other times, like right now I'm in my phase of like not smoking a lot. So I'll smoke maybe like 3 or 4 cigarettes a day. But summer hits, man, I'm fucking flying, man. I'm smoking all kinds of cigarettes. It's gross.
So, dude, I'll explain to you, because now that I'm like not addicted whatsoever, it's top and it fits the lifestyle as long as you're addicted. But that's not the notion anymore when you're not a smoker. You understand? There's no significance to it throughout your day.
Like what do you mean?
Like after a meal, the meal doesn't feel better when you smoke a cigarette. You know, like a big meal with a coffee after?
Yeah.
You don't feel like you need that, dude. And you realize it doesn't make it better. It's just, it's your addiction speaking.
Yes, but I don't smoke cigarettes. And I had this conversation yesterday. And I'm like, oh, she's like, I was talking to some girl, actually, I was talking to Andrea, and she's like,
Some girl.
no, because I want to say her name, but whatever, I'm just
Our manager.
Yeah, I know, but she's always shy. I don't want to say it. Anyway, I was talking to Andrea about it, and she's like, is it true that when you smoke a cigarette after your meal, you feel better? And I was like, honestly, for me, no. I don't feel better after smoking a cig. I don't feel better smoking a cig in the morning or after a meal or like those like norms that people smoke cigs. The only time I actually feel good after smoking a cigarette is after a joint. That's the only time I actually really, really need it. If I'm really full, I'm not going to go smoke a cigarette. First of all, when I'm full, I can't even breathe. Okay, because I'm so fucking full, literally. I can't breathe. So by smoking a cigarette, it makes it 10 times worse. You know? So I never got that feeling of like, oh man, like that cigarette after the meal helps me digest.
So that's,
you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
That's why you're not that pack-a-day smoker, because the pack-a-day smoker is going to look for every excuse to smoke a cigarette.
No,
Oh,
but
I'm stuck in traffic.
I've been a pack-a-day smoker though.
Okay.
But the only reason why I smoke a lot of cigarettes, like I said, is because I smoke a lot of weed. If I didn't smoke weed, bro, I swear to God, I wouldn't smoke cigs.
Dude, you know what's the fucking worst? Chilling in a garage, ripping beers with just cigs next to you.
Yeah.
Dude, I could smoke till I can't breathe anymore.
Like you must buzz for that
But
shit.
dude, this is why I always say, because look, you're talking about before about the first time you tried it and stuff like that, and I feel like everybody as an adolescent has gone through that period where they've been like coerced into trying cigarettes or trying any whatever drug or whatever it may be that anything your parents tell you not to try. And I've been there. I've tried cigarettes, and you're saying like you tried it one day and the next day like fuck, I'm down to have one. I don't know. I've struggled to understand what the separating factor is between the person who is like the next day, fuck, I'm really down for another one, and the person who's like, oh god, that was disgusting. Like,
Yeah.
what is it that changes? I guess maybe your taste. I mean, the same way someone like enjoys lobster and someone else doesn't, maybe.
Whoever
it's
hates
like,
lobster is stupid as fuck. That's number one.
you know what, dude? I have never tried lobster.
Oh, you are so fucking stupid, man.
I'm stupid as fuck.
Even you.
Dude, I don't like the process of eating lobster. It's such a bitch to eat.
Okay, what if I do it for you? Are you gonna eat it?
So this is the problem.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want you to try it that bad. It's so good.
Dude, I ordered it once at a restaurant and she brought it to me, and the waitress is like, she's looking at me, dude, and I couldn't eat. Like, I was embarrassed to ask her, how the fuck do I eat this thing? So I'm like, just take it back. I don't want it anymore. I'm
On
sorry.
YouTube, bro. Put the YouTube thing on your fucking
Yeah, it's
on the
true.
thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But to answer your question, Josh, for me, that
Mental
that
image
cig-
of Justin feeding Gerardo.
I would feed him a nice little fucking little lobster
Be
tail.
like me feeding me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
like, why are you feeding yourself?
Should wear your aviators tonight. Fuck. Jesus
I
Christ.
know. Fuck. Next time. No, to answer your question, the reason why I want to smoke the cigarette the next day is just because it was so like badass. It was so like taboo to like have a cig. I'm 12 years old, man. You know what I mean? Like just holding a cigarette, I was like, oh my god, this is like crazy. I think it's just that at a young age. Then you just start smoking because you're going out with your friends and you're drinking and they're smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, man. Is there really there's no formula to this shit, man. Everyone's different, I think.
Do you think it's because your parents tell you not to do it? That the feeling of holding the cigarette makes you feel so badass?
Maybe, but then again, my sister doesn't smoke, and we're like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, she's like the complete opposite of me, man. So all those like ideas of like, oh, your parents influence you and shit like that, like I don't necessarily buy it because she doesn't smoke. If anything, she sees her parents and her brother smoking all kinds of cigs and says, I don't want to be like that, you know?
Well, it's funny that we were talking about Halloween before, like we were talking about the rockets and shit. I remember as a kid getting those packs of the Popeye rockets where it's like those long white sticks. Those, first of all, those were that and the fucking was that rockets? No, rockets was the
Rockets is the pills.
Yeah, the pills. Well, I mean, yeah, even more so. What was the one the Popeye candy where it was a long white stick?
Yeah,
Popeye.
Popeye
Popeye.
candy.
Yeah.
It was
That
a
was
red pack.
Popeye?
It was a red
Yeah.
pack, right?
Tasted like shit. to be
No,
honest.
dude, that was the shit,
Nah,
man.
It's like
Stop.
cotton candy tasting.
It
I'm
was
not
like
a
cotton
fan.
candy with chalk, but like it still tasted good. Like it didn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
This guy.
I still remember getting those candies, and those were some of my favorite candies. One, because I thought they tasted really good, but also because you would take them out and you're just like, yeah, you're a 7-year-old kid in front of your friends, like, what's up, man? You know, you're smoking a cig. And like it's this feeling of rebelliousness, and I think that's like inherent in anybody who's in their adolescent stage, like anybody who's growing up, because you want to rebel, you want to be your own person so badly, but you're stuck under the constraints of all these rules that your parents place upon you, whether it be cigarettes, whether it be going out after a certain time or whatever.
I think you're right, to be honest, because I think that's what made me want to smoke was the rush of like grabbing the cigarette, stealing it, going to hide and smoking it. Like that's the rush. It's true though.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and because you have to be rebellious.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, whatever. It's like anything, you know, like even weed or whatever. I remember the first time I tried it, it was like this whole thing where we had to sneak. I still remember, man, Max, who we had on the podcast on episode 38. Was it 38? Don't sell the meat, sell the sizzle. Check it out.
That wasn't Max.
Yeah, 38.
Was it?
Yeah. 38 was don't sell the meat, sell the sizzle.
That was 38.
That was 38. That was a long fucking... That was last summer, dude.
No.
That was May of last summer.
Oh,
I can
good.
tell you 130% yes. I listened back to it the other day. Anyway, point that I'm trying to make is I remember the first time I smoked weed was with him. I had slept at his house and we snuck out of his house that night to go buy weed and to go smoke and roll it and smoke. And I remember like feeling this adrenaline rush when I left the house, or his house rather, to go smoke the joint, and then when I came back. And then the day after, it's weird to say, but I kind of got the same feeling, or maybe not the same feeling, but the same kind of adrenaline rush in your body as now, as like a 20-something-year-old. Let's say you're single, you sleep with a new girl or whatever, like you pick somebody up, you end up having sex. You know that like day after, like I had sex high? I kind of felt that the day after in the sense of like, wow, like I just smoked a joint last night. I just did drugs. And nobody here knows, but I know.
You know what's fucked? Like, you're talking right now and like this all makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to relate my experience to what you're saying,
Yeah.
and that's literally it. The next day I was like, yo, like nobody knows I smoked a cig.
Dude, you know what? Actually, let me ask you a question that has a lot to do with this. So let's say powerful politicians like Jeff Epstein, for example. Do you think...
Bro, Coppola would have a field day if he was here right now. Holy fuck.
Do you think... do you think the reason they do what they do is because that's their only thrill of going against authority type of thing? Because they're used to getting anything they want other than people.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's why they do what they do, which kind of relates to why smokers smoke
That's
at the
deep,
beginning.
though.
That is pretty deep, man, because like we spoke about this on a couple episodes back, I think, where it was like people have a sickness in them, where that's why a lot of fucked up people do fucked up things. But I mean, in reality, like maybe, yeah, like some people are always looking for a high, right? So we all know those people who've like smoked cigs and then smoked weed and then, you know, that classic thing, like weed's a gateway drug type thing. I don't necessarily agree
Holy
with.
fuck, is it not a
Yeah.
gateway drug? You know, when I smoked a joint, I was like, yo, I am not partying tonight because I'm high so many times.
I think, okay, look, what do you consider, just, we'll get back to your question in a second, Gerrardo, but what do you consider the definition of a gateway drug? Because I think that's where the difference in opinion of what is and isn't a gateway drug stems from. What do you think is a gateway drug means? Is defined as?
I could give you two answers. So one in terms of like how it makes you feel into craving something else, for example, and then it being accessible through something else. So if you're a stoner and you smoke weed and you call your drug dealer, you're going to be accessible to all kinds of other drugs because you're buying weed and he carries everything. It's a gateway in the sense where like it now all the other drugs around weed are more accessible. Fine. But in terms of like when you're drunk and you want to party, look, man, everyone can vouch for it. Everyone who does cocaine or people that do cocaine when they're drunk want to do blow. That's the gateway drug. When you're on something and it makes you crave other things. Those are my two definitions of like why they would be gateway drugs. That was pretty good.
Yeah, so did I think...
That was pretty good.
I would think it's more like engraved deeper in our psychology where it's kind of like Josh was saying before, this thing of rebel, you know what I mean? It's now you're experiencing something new and it's giving you that high that you never felt before. I'm not saying the actual buzz from the weed. I'm saying that high of like jumping onto the other side.
Okay.
And now you always need something more and more type of thing because it does plateau like anything else in life. You know what I mean?
See, look, this is where I differ, okay? So
They differ.
It's always different, this guy with these words.
Differing, fuck.
Contrarian. This is where I differ with this, okay? Because a lot of people have those same definitions. I think when people say weed is a gateway drug, I think what they mean is not necessarily that it allows you to have more access to other drugs, that you're a drug dealer, if that's even really a thing anymore.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Drug dealers are a thing, yeah.
SQDC.
Like a thing where like a guy drives around to go meet you for drugs. You
Like
know?
a run.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
That's
thing.
still a thing?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, whatever.
People have like heroin to sell and shit, bro. It's not like it doesn't just stop the market.
That's it.
You know?
Like I'm not gonna wait for everybody to come to my house to come and buy it.
People
I'm
have
gonna
to like sell blow and shit and
Yeah.
like they're
Yeah,
heavy
exactly. I
drugs.
gotta make my profit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of course.
I think a lot of people think it's like the accessibility thing. I think it's the thing where people say like, oh, if I'm high, then I'm gonna fiends or crave rather other drugs. I think the gateway definition is the fact that when I'm 12 years old and I haven't smoked any weed yet, then I try it for the first time. When I'm thinking about like, oh fuck, like cocaine, like I'm not down to try it, like it's kind of scares me. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I'm gonna be like, well, I was scared to try weed that one time and it didn't really turn out so bad. So like maybe cocaine isn't gonna freak me out the way I think it's gonna freak me out. And then okay, ecstasy, I tried cocaine, I tried weed. Maybe ecstasy won't freak me out the way I think it's going to freak me out because I didn't get that freaked out after I did coke and after I did weed. And it gives you that kind of platform to base the rest of your decisions about drug use off of. I don't know if that's necessarily true.
I don't agree for one reason because, first of all, when you're smoking weed, like obviously in the way we're taught, weed is really, really bad, right? Obviously, we're all know, like the cops used to come to our school in Sec 1 and tell you how bad weed was, remember?
Like super stigma.
Yeah, to the point, right? But we still know, people do their research. You know the consequences of weed versus ecstasy and cocaine.
Yeah.
It's such a big difference, man, you know? So yeah, you were scared to try weed, bro, but you know that weed is not a crazy, like, addictive substance like cocaine and ecstasy. Like it's such a different
You at 14 though?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I knew at 14 what ecstasy was. I knew how bad it was. I knew how bad weed was, but I knew it wasn't as bad as fucking doing streeshing cocaine. Fuck.
Yeah. Do you think you know like the concept of it being bad, or do you think you know like after I do so much of it, like my spinal fluid's drained and all that shit. You know, really
No,
tell everybody I've done ecstasy.
I knew from like the bare minimum, man, that people go to rehab for ecstasy and cocaine. No one goes to rehab for weed.
True.
There are so many cocaine addicts out there, man, that it ruins their you know this through movies, through school, through any sort of education, through anything.
It's a strange thing though, because like I said, like at 14 years old, I don't know if you know necessarily like all the complete and total consequences of of any action really that you're taking, but let alone like any of these actions of mind-altering substances. Like you're kind of just doing them to live in the moment, and the next thing you know, you're like 28 and you're 30 years old, right? And you're just like,
Yeah, dude, like I have this theory, and this is definitely not backed by science whatsoever. But let's say any escape to
as
reality.
many theories on this podcast are.
Let's say any escape from your reality, which might be shit, like, I don't know, in your perspective. So let's say going to the gym is kind of your release for your shitty day, basically. Going to the gym is not bad, but it can become an addictive thing in your life, you know what I mean? Such as weed. You can abuse anything, dude. You can abuse weed. You can abuse alcohol, porn, anything, dude.
Yeah. I think we all abuse porn. Fuck, that's one thing.
Yeah, at 13 years old, dude, everyone's a fucking porn addict.
It's funny I actually bring up porn because that's what I was going to bring up before when we were talking about like because you stopped smoking cigarettes, and I kind of want to get back to that actually because I wanted to ask you a question about that. I kind of equated to that because I saw a commercial today actually, and for some reason, you know how I always kind of like I don't bust your balls, whatever. I bring it up often or whatever about the smoking thing. Yeah, I saw a commercial today about like I don't know if it was a patch or like a pill or a gum or like maybe like an alternative, some substitute to have in your mouth or whatever. Anyway, it was a commercial about smoking cigarettes. And it was like the classic, like guy wakes up in the morning. We all know that smoking cigarettes is the toughest decision you'll ever have to make. What if it doesn't have to be? And then like someone pulls out some pack, Nicarama or whatever, like some stupid fucking pack of whatever. I don't know why it came to mind. I'm like, it's kind of like I remember times where I'm like, I wonder how long I can go without jacking off, you know? And it's like, in the commercial, they're like, we all know that feeling of having that 7th last pack or that 8th last pack. And I'm like, yeah. I remember like trying not to jack off for like 2 weeks. And then after a while, you're just like, dude, like I need to jack off. Like there's this like inside craving, this feeling of like, I need to do this, you know? But that's what I wanted to ask you is like, when you went about like actually stopping, was that like the feeling? Like what was the decision making or decision maker for you? And then how was it like a week in?
So, dude, I don't want to say it was like a bet. It was more just a pact amongst friends. We went to Chalet that weekend and we smoked our faces, dude, like no other. Basically, every time we got drunk, we would fucking smoke like a stupid amount of cigarettes. Yeah. So we got back and me and 2 of my friends and his girlfriend said, let's just quit fucking smoking. And this is the easiest it's ever going to get because if we're all together and we're not ripping cigs together, like no one's, but you know what? That's actually, it's not helpful. You still want to go out and buy a pack of cigarettes. Obviously. But anyways, we thought that would be the better, that would be the best way to quit. No, it's because
you're all in it together, so it makes it easier. I understand.
Yeah, but it's like just as easy to say, you know what, fuck it, let's go buy a pack of cigarettes. That's the thing. The breaking point is it's just as it's there.
Yeah, because when one guy caves, everybody's caving. I get it, but continue.
But that was it, dude. And like I said, because I smoked a pack of cigarettes a day, and it was kind of embarrassing too when you're like with non-smokers. Every 30 minutes, if you're with them for an extended period of time, every 30 minutes you're like, I'm gonna go smoke a cig, dude. I was almost ashamed at some point. Like saying, I felt disgusted.
Okay, that's good.
Well, I mean, that's most things in life. I think, like, if you have the backing of the people around you and they're willing to like do things with you, like, you ever want to go somewhere? You want to make a plan on a Friday night?
Every Friday night, I want to go get hammered.
But not even just to get hammered, but just in general, you want to make a plan to go somewhere, and it's like you're asking a bunch of people, and it was like, yeah, you know, like this is okay. This is the one line I fucking hate. Okay, if you ever say this to me. I just know that even if I'm not angry at you, I'm very angry inside. If I say, dude, you want to go to like the old port? And you're like, yeah, I mean, like, who's down?
That's the worst, dude. I hate
don't
that.
know. I'm asking if you're down. If you're down, we'll go and we'll see whoever the fuck else is down. Don't base your opinion on what everybody else is doing. But for everything in life or for most things, people tend to use that as like kind of a basis. Like, who's down? Like, who's going to do it with me? You know what I mean? Like, it's so rare to find someone who is willing to be the first person to try it. Even when you're in school, it's like the teacher asks a question. Does anybody have any questions? Or who wants to answer this problem? Nobody raises their hand until that first person raises their hand.
If I know it, I'm raising my hand. Fuck that.
So you're saying like that. Without the approval of a friend, basically, like to really go balls deep on it on your own.
I mean, as a group of people, you're more likely to make a decision or more likely to get something done than if you're a single person. In most things in life.
Yeah.
That's why they say like
I agree.
that mob mentality, like that group
Yeah, I
mentality
agree.
is a big factor in most decision making processes, because like if I'm the only guy that's like, you know what, guys, like fuck this, I'm not throwing my iPhone in the garbage and I'm going back and I'm gonna buy a flip phone.
No.
Chances are, like in 2 weeks, I'm like, I need Instagram.
Yeah,
I
well,
need
you would.
Twitter.
Yeah, you would never.
Because-
That's not
yeah.
realistic.
Well, because everybody's still on it. But if every single person I know, imagine everyone I know, you, Leo, Gerrardo, Sag, every person I know is like, you know what, fuck this iPhone, I'm gonna go buy a flip phone right now.
So much easier, dude. So you're so much
What
more
am I
inclined.
missing? I'm not missing out on anything. Everybody's got that FOMO thing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, for some reason, people always like to make plans when it's like there's more people involved than like one person. Like what is that?
It's more fun when there's people around.
Yeah,
obviously,
okay,
but
but like you would rather just stay home than not go out with that one person because the other three aren't there. It happens.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Like to me, like the worst thing that, and I'm guilty of this too. We're all guilty of it. But what fucking gets me nervous too is like, hey man, you wanna fucking go have lunch or something tonight? Yeah, you know, it sounds fun. I'll let you know. It's like, bro, you don't want to go. The I let you know already to me equals no.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
uncertain of
You're
being down or
uncertain.
not.
You're not down. It's not like, oh, you know what, I might finish at this time. I'll let you know if I finish a little early or grab. It's like it's the way of saying it. I'll let
Yeah.
you know later. I'll keep you posted. I'll see how I feel. It's like, just say no.
yeah, exactly.
Just
I'd
say
rather
no.
you just be upfront with me and just tell
Listen,
me
man,
no.
I'm not in the mood today. I want a fucking
Yeah,
Jones at home.
exactly.
I'm not down.
It's excuses that kill, man.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
we're all
worst thing.
full of fucking excuses in life, man. It's so bad.
See, everybody wants approval, dude.
Nike, it has the best fucking slogan ever,
Just
and it's
fucking
probably
do
the
it.
hardest to live by, bro. It's like, think about it throughout your day. How
Well,
many
ju-
times you
just
don't
do
want to
it.
do something,
Oh, okay,
dude? Just sponsored.
Just do it.
Let's have a shot for Leo and
Yeah.
the Zebras.
Pedophile van? Just do it.
And the zebras. Cheers, boys. Man, that's cold.
Oh, that was a big one, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Wow, I usually like fucking Jameson. That was a big one. You think you've ever seen somebody take a shot and not pull a face like that after?
Dude, I've seen some. I don't know why it's more common in women. I've seen women down bottles of Jameson, dude.
Really?
Bottles.
But
we
girls
say-
are fucking champs
They're,
when they
dude,
drink,
but
man.
dude, I always say this. They have such high pain tolerance, dude. They have very high pain tolerance. But I was with a girl, and we were hammered, really drunk. And I don't remember how we got on the topic of it. I don't remember how we got on the subject. But I was like, she boxes. Yeah. And I was like, punch me. You know, like she's always kind of like joking around. Like if I say something stupid or like off keel, she'll be like, you want to fight? Like we'll fight, you know? And at one point I was like, you know, just like punch me, go for it. And I didn't say this as in like, I'm a fucking man, you're not going to hurt me. I said this knowing full well I was going to get hurt. I was drunk and I'm like, punch me. And she's like, no, I don't want to do it. I was like, just do it. I know it's going to hurt. I'm like, don't get it out of your mind that you're going to hurt me. It will hurt. I know it, but I just want you to do it. Like, just go. Because I'm drunk. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Just do it. And when she went to punch me, I wanted her to punch me in the stomach. So I kind of like clenched up my abs. You know what I mean?
You just like fart. What happened?
Dude, she caught me. You know, like when someone tries to hit you in the stomach and you kind of like flinch a little bit. I flinched. I'm not ashamed to say it. I flinched. She caught me right between the rib and the stomach. Oof. Dude, I'm not even ashamed
Did you
to
go
say.
down?
Dude, I went down. Dude, I fucking just... I'm just down. I'm like, go, just do it. Just punch. She's like, no, it's not going to hurt. It's going to hurt me, but just do it. Don't worry about it. Boom. She goes full strength, dude.
Yeah, for sure. It hurts,
Oh,
man.
dude, I got winded, dude. And dude, I fell to the ground. I fell to my knees, dude. I'm not even ashamed to say it.
Bro, could you imagine you were told her to punch you and by pure instinct you just block and you deck her in the face just because like you're just used to it, you know? That would be crazy, fuck.
I'm going to tell you something. My friends are going to kill me for this because I'm like a jujitsu addict and I wanted to not bring it up. But basically, I started not too long ago. And there's girls in our class, dude. And when they're in a position and your knee, for example, is threatened like to break, you don't acknowledge the fact that they're girls, dude. You fucking put
No,
all your...
absolutely not.
You don't care, dude.
Oh, okay, because you're fighting
Absolutely not.
chicks.
Well, yeah, there's girls that you obviously care in the fact that like you're being gentle, they're your training partner.
Yeah.
But the respect ends at training partner, not because they're women. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they know what they're there for too, man.
Yeah, dude, it's like you signed up for it.
yeah,
We clapped
yeah.
hands now. Like we're
Yeah.
here to train.
So when your knee is threatened, like this, it doesn't matter.
Dude, when you're threatened in general,
Yeah,
not just on the
No,
mats.
no, yeah,
like, in general, dude, if a girl's holding a knife to you, like you're punching her in the fucking face. I don't even care how good looking she is. Like I don't care.
Dude, but you're just like a 10 on 10. You're like, oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck. I don't want to punch you. I want to fuck you.
You know what, though? I say this often. I'm like, in life, like, you know, you hear a lot of like the feminists and this and that, whatever. You know, I mean, it's got its merits, whatever. I'm not gonna jump into that, but it's like, a lot of times I think, in reality, okay, if guys had that same sexual attraction power the way women do, with our ego and our hubris and shit, like the way we are as men, we could get so much shit done. So I always wonder, like, why is it, and whatever, I'm not saying that it's bad that they don't, like, why is it that women don't like to use that more often? Like, I get it objectifies you, fine. Like, you don't want to be objectified.
Give me an example.
I don't know.
Opening your legs for anything, basically.
Like, dude, okay, put it this way. I'm a guy,
that's
okay?
different.
If I knew that this guy would pay me $30,000 more just to fuck him, like, I don't know, like, would I do that?
Bro,
I'm not saying I would or I
literally
wouldn't.
fuck everyone for $30,000 a shot.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. No, I'm not
Are
saying
you
I wouldn't.
fucking serious?
I'm not saying
you
I wouldn't.
do it for free. Fuck you. You do it for 30,000.
Dude, for free. You pay to do it. What do you mean? You take girls in for drinks.
You pay, and sometimes you got pros. Fuck some guys. Yeah. Like, you're paying money to have sex. Imagine getting paid.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like
it's just self-respect because girls know
they
don't have to though.
Yeah.
And for some girls, the money is unimportant.
No, for sure.
That's all it comes down to.
Again, I'm not saying that
no,
they should.
No. I'm not saying that you're crazy for saying that. It's a very good, valid point. But like, I don't know, man.
But it's you have that's what's fucked up in my mind. Is like you have this card that you can play at, especially if you're a very good-looking woman. You have this card that you can play at any fucking time that will 9 times out of 10 get you whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
And it's like, no.
You think it's because like society tells you like you're gonna be a fucking slut or a whore, so you just don't want to?
Partially.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
I think a lot of it's like this innate thing of integrity, right? So if someone tries to pay your coffee, you're kind of like, don't embarrass me. I'm gonna pay my own coffee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the offer is there, but you don't take it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot more to it there, but
no, for sure.
It is. It's I think it is self-respect, and that's why I laugh sometimes because I think like guys in general, like, we don't have that much. Like, we're like, you know what, man? Fuck. If I had that card and the roles were reversed, and I'm like, this girl, if I fuck her, I'll get that $30,000 ring. Like, all right, where do I sign up?
Well,
you know what I mean? Where we fuck? Where's the casting couch? You know what I mean?
Dude,
straight up.
When guys are playing Would You Rather, like, would you kill this person for $1 million? Would you do this? Everyone's like, yes. Dude, I don't know if girls would say yes to half this shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You ever play those drinking games where it's like, okay, this is always one of the funniest moments for me at a house party. People are playing drinking games, and there's always the one question where it's like, hey, this person, go kiss that person. The girl, examine people's faces when these questions come up. The girl is always very stone.
Yeah.
The guy. Who am I?
Cocking his hands and everything.
Who am I kissing?
You already rock hard, bro. Yeah. Okay, it's going down.
Yeah. As soon as you hear your name in one of
the... I still, to this day, when we play like Piccolo and shit, I'll always ask, like, is it okay?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Am I attractive enough?
No, it's not even that. It's like, listen, like, I know it's a game and the game says so, but like, if you're not down, I get it, you know?
Yeah.
And for the most part, they say, yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, man, like, if the girls don't feel comfortable about it too, and I think it's just, it's still very valid though, because even in a kiss, for example, they feel like, oh my God, and it's just a game, bro. It's just a kiss.
Are you one of those guys that like is one of the like, why do guys have to make the move type people?
Partially, dude.
Yeah.
Like when I get fed up, yes, it's like at this point.
Like,
no, but, okay,
I've been dry for 2 months, man. Come on, just make the fucking move.
So what I do hate is how it's been gamified. Like, don't fucking ignore me for 3 hours because you think it's gonna make me more down. Like, you know what I mean? It does make me more down. Fuck you. You won. You won. Because like, dude, you want what you can't have. Especially with women, you want what you can't have. That's why married guys are fucking so inclined to cheat, dude. But anyways, yeah, definitely. I hate the fact.
True.
Women and donkeys.
It sucks that it's gamified. It's chess, dude.
Yeah,
it became chess.
Yeah.
Rather than, you know what? I'm down to text this girl. Fuck that. Let me text her.
Yeah.
It became genital chess.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Instead of pawns, you're moving balls.
Balls mate.
Yeah, exactly. The queen's the fucking cusp of your cock. You know, like the king. No, who's more important, the queen or the king?
Who's
Okay,
worth more?
the queen is
The queen. Yeah, the queen.
The queen is the almighty power.
Yeah. Queen's the
powerful.
clit. Queen's the vagina.
The king.
I still think money, like pussy's power, but money's above all. I still think that, dude.
You can technically get money for pussy.
Yeah, but you have to think like,
get money
what's the
for
word I'm
pussy.
looking for? The most powerful thing doesn't succumb to anything. Money doesn't succumb to women. You know what I mean? Men succumb to pussy.
I don't know, man. Look at Jeff Bezos.
No. But
You know what I mean?
Jeff
Like-
Bezos is a man, dude. He's not money. Money's an object. You know what I mean? Everyone's going after the almighty dollar, not the beholder of the dollar.
You know what's fucked up? Actually, the other day, speaking of Jeff Bezos, like I know a lot of people always like bitch at him about like You ever see those things where people are like, "Oh my God, Jeff Bezos, he only donated $2 million. That's like 0.3% of his net worth."
It's like, bro, go
Every
donate
day.
Yeah.
$2 million
Yeah.
yourself,
Like,
you
yo,
piece of shit.
Shut the fuck up.
It's the same thing when you donate $2. Why are you only donating $2
exactly.
and not 2,000?
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing.
This is the same people who are riding around a Toyota Camry from 1997 with a garbage bag as their window. You know what I mean? Shut up.
Yeah, just a miserable piece
There
of
was
shit.
this is probably the only time in my entire life I think that I will justify one of Kylie Jenner's actions. But apparently she donated $6,000 to something recently. I don't know if you saw this.
No.
She donated $6,000 to something and people were just fucking losing their mind. Like, oh my God, she only donated $6,000? Like, what a fucking bitch. And it's like, what? $6,000? You go donate $6,000. You know what I mean?
That's like
So
for a regular person, that's a lot of hours work.
It's
$6,000.
a lot of money.
Dude, it's 2021. Everyone's getting canceled for everything they do. Doesn't matter what you do. You're getting canceled.
Why? She got fucking she got shamed for 6,000.
She got shat on.
But I find this is a new thing on online that I see very often is where people get angry at rich people for donating money that isn't up to par with the amount that the person complaining thinks should be donated.
Just ask them, what's the proper ratio then? What do
Yeah,
you think is a good ratio to
exactly.
donate?
It's an invisible standard to begin
Yeah,
with. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
But that's
There's
my
no-
point. It's not like there's a thing of like, okay, well, at least 10%. It's like, bro,
Dude, 10%'s a lot. What the fuck?
that's a lot.
Holy shit.
10% of what though?
That's like a car
Of
payment.
of your salary, let's
Of
just
your
say.
salary. man.
That's a lot. It's fucking no, it's not. It's way. People say more than 10% of their salary.
I don't know.
So-
Yeah.
What's the thing of like you're supposed to? What's the percentage that you're supposed to spend of your salary on a ring?
Like, I think they
Oh.
say 3 months worth.
Three months
But dude,
worth
imagine
of pay.
you're making $250K a year. Like, what the fuck?
That's what it is. It's 3 months worth. Is it 3 months worth? Oh, she doesn't know.
it's something like 30% of your yearly
I've heard this
salary.
though. It's 3 months of your.
That
of your
trips
thing.
me out, man.
I think diamonds are forever is the biggest fucking scam of a slogan ever. Dude.
My love is forever. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like maybe it's not. If I see a nice donkey on the hill of Colombia,
Diamonds
I'd
are
pick
forever.
donkey
That's,
mama.
that's a big thing. Fuck.
That's
That's fucking stupid. Obviously, that's just dumb.
Well, that's the whole reasoning behind the diamonds is that diamonds are very rare. They're very precious. Like it's a symbol for what your love represents to
There's a lot
them.
of more rare things in this world than a diamond.
Like what?
I don't know.
Dude, I
Top
praise
of my head, you got me now. I don't know.
I praise those unconventional
Unicorns?
people, dude. People that get like married at KFC. You know what I mean? I've seen a No, but seriously, I praise those unconventional people.
That's a bit much.
Like if they're laughing at everyone, dude, you're spending $50K on a wedding to eat undercooked steak and go home at 1.
Yeah,
for
it's
what?
true. The food's always garbage.
For
at the
what? Like
weddings.
I'm having a better time now. You know what I mean?
But my
And
question.
some popcorn chicken for supper. Fuck.
Yeah,
KFC.
KFC's rich, dude.
That
That
is
that
rich.
green gravy.
I went to KFC once, dude. I ordered a poutine. It tasted like a chicken thigh. Dude. I was like, never again. Dude. I was like, I'm never coming here ever again. It was
Oh,
dirty.
like you ever have Popeyes?
No, never had Popeyes.
I had it once.
I've had what's the like the burrito? Chipotle?
Chipotle.
Very overrated. Dude, I find burritos overrated.
Oh,
in
you're
general.
fucking sick.
I don't
bro.
know,
Burritos are
dude.
fucking good.
You know what I
man.
had the other day? Actually, fucking 3 Amigos.
Oh,
That's
garbage.
dirty.
Yeah, I know,
Very
it's
dirty.
horrible. It's horrible.
That's just gross.
But I know, but like the dirtier it is, like sometimes. you're like,
Sometimes
yeah,
you know what?
fuck yeah.
The dirtier the better.
Yeah, the
I'm
dirtier
not
the
gonna
better.
lie.
Every like Saturday and Sunday, like, the dirtier the better.
Bro, yesterday I came home so full, Josh. We ate so much pizza last night. It was fucking gross, man. I couldn't even breathe when I got home.
What did you do last night?
Went home.
Oh, I know you were with me.
Dude, you know what I
He's such an
realized?
asshole, fuck.
You know what I realized food wise that'll fuck you up like no other, regardless where you get it? Fried chicken. Fried
Oh,
chicken will fuck you up.
Anything
dude.
fried. Anything fried.
I don't know, dude. I've tried them all. Bucky's, Cali. Dude, I'm incapacitated the rest of the day.
Yeah, I know, it's
Every
horrible.
single time.
Anything fried.
How's Bucky's?
They're all overrated. Bucky's is the worst bang for buck because it's like super expensive, dude.
It's a fucking
3 people, 150 bucks.
Gleaming ad for Bucky's. Let's go.
Like chicken, dude. You know how many pounds of chicken you can get for 150 bucks? I
What
can
do you get,
open up a restaurant for 150 bucks with 150 bucks of chicken. Dude, it's crazy.
How much is it for a piece of chicken?
We were 3 people. It's because they sell boxed water. They get you on this bullshit, dude. Like $15.
Dude.
First of all, it tastes like cardboard. It's disgusting.
The water.
Boxed water.
Boxed water, dude.
That's so fucking
boxed
that's
water.
so like hipster and shit.
I know.
Dude, it's like eat cardboard. Same shit.
It's like the straws. I get it. You know what I mean? The world, the planet,
The turtles.
the turtles.
whatever.
You know what I mean?
Bro, I watched Seaspiracy.
Leo, he's with animal.
But
I
okay,
get it. Like,
so what I don't understand is we went to the Cayman Islands, a buddy and I, and like, why are you charging us to see the turtles? Is me paying to see the turtles helping them live
fucking looking at
longer?
a turtle right now, man.
You know what I mean?
yeah, I know. It's
It's a gimmick.
but it's all business, dude. Everything's business.
Of course.
But
dude.
again, it goes right back to what we were talking about before. Is it's the business of marriage, the business of, like, I see movies sometimes, like the business of death, even funerals, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you think people who own like funeral parlors have that conscience of like, I am profiting off of so many people's misery.
I think it's
no, it's not the same because they're already dead. Like they're gonna die regardless, man. It's a business. They're not like torturing the person to death and then making the money off their funeral. You know what I mean?
Like,
It's like
there's like, if you think about it realistically, there's no empathy in that business. Because if there was any real empathy,
well, you can't.
no, I know you can't. But
Yeah.
like, if there was any real empathy, it's like, well, look, like, you know, I know what it's like. I yelled that. I know what it's like to have someone die, a close person to me die. I know what it's like to mourn. I know what it's like to grieve. Now you are going through this situation. I will, out of the goodness of my heart, do this for you free of charge. But there is no, you know what I mean? Like,
but
the
dude,
world runs on money.
forget about free of charge. There's like a serious margin there.
There's
Oh,
a
dude,
crazy
they're
market on
millionaires.
funerals.
Like I think what makes them sleep at night, dude, and all these businesses is like, if I don't do it, someone else will. That mentality, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like a
yeah.
drug dealer. If
I don't think
sell
I
it,
don't think a funeral home business is a cruel business, though. I'll be honest with you.
No, I don't think that any.
Not even a little bit.
I don't think that any, like, sometimes people are like, oh, why is this a company or why is this a business? I don't think any of that really exists because at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer that the market is what decides the world.
Yeah.
So if there is a demand for something, someone is going to supply it inevitably.
Well, unless you would
Yeah.
go do that all yourself, which is not realistic.
No.
But you're gonna build your own fucking casket. You're gonna go dig your own fucking hole. You're gonna go put yourself in your own wall. Like it doesn't make sense.
Well, look,
You know?
look. Perfect example is we launched our website very recently at www.beyondthebench.ca. Check it out for all our merch and our products and our videos. We launched our website recently,
Yeah.
and realistically speaking, if we really wanted to, we can go code. We can do all this shit. We can make the website. We don't have the time. Number one, we don't have the know-how. Number two, and number three, there's people who provide that as a service for a certain amount of money.
It's just straight up convenience.
It's convenience.
Yeah.
And it's, I have a demand for this. You're supplying it. If what you're if the cost that you're supplying it at matches with the level of importance that I place upon the product that I'm demanding,
Yeah.
then we're in business.
Yeah, but it's also more than that. It's also because at the end of the day, like, who's gonna like? At this point, you can't do it yourself, so you have to pay for it. I'm sorry, man, but a coffin of 10 or 15 or 20 grand is not justified for me. That is so fucking ridiculous, man. Those are real prices, by the way.
I
Just
know,
telling
I know. But
it's ridiculous. But like I said, yeah, if you want to have, someone you love dies and you want to have the whole beautiful thing and the flowers and people that love that person coming and goes, like, you need a business for that.
Yeah.
And all they're doing is they're just taking advantage of the situation, man.
It's very expensive, yes. But at the same time, like, this is, I would imagine for most caskets, like, very premium wood. It's like, it's carved, it's created. Like, there's a lot of manpower that goes into creating these caskets. Because in reality, if you really wanted to, I could just take, like, I could go to Home Depot, grab, like, fucking 4-6 pieces, like, plywood, nail them together with a fucking hammer.
$50.
Put my grandfather in there and be like, here you go, whatever. Fucking come say bye. But, like, it doesn't look nice.
Yes, but at the end of the day, you're just in the ground. If you're gonna spend money, put it like on the tombstone or like the wall where you're at.
Yeah.
Like, why are you gonna go spend 20 grand for something that's in the fucking
I
wall?
know.
Which I think they dig it after every 100 years. Did they take it out? Is that what it is?
I have no 100 years.
I'm not sure, dude. But you know what? Going like on this topic, the business or the field where I feel like they could take the most advantage. Not saying they do, because I'm not gonna make statements based on things I don't know. Are vets, dude. Vets can play. not a shot to Leo. Not a shot to Leo. This is actually just an experience, like through a friend. I don't know the actual costs or anything, but dude, at the end of the day, let's say it's a $5,000 operation, and I tell you $10K to save your dog. Like, you're doing it, dude. You know what I mean? If you have the money, you're paying it.
Full
Yeah.
fucking circle, dude.
That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Will you pay all that money to save your dog? Yes, because you fucking love him.
I actually had
Yeah.
a good talk about this with Leo one time, and it came down to the point of like, I asked him, I'm like, it's ridiculous how much you guys fucking charge for little things. Like I walk in and it's like
Like
70
it's his
bucks.
decision.
No, but I know. But he's like, honestly, Justin, and I don't really agree with it, but I can understand. You know, he's like, it all comes down to like, the level of like education and the time you put into going into that field.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
dude,
You know?
I don't think it should be linear like that. You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
Like,
I agree with you because a lot of people go to school for things that are that hard, if not maybe sometimes even harder, and get paid way, way, way fucking less, man. You know what I mean? So
course.
it doesn't actually make it. To me, that doesn't make sense. You know, but that's the thing. Doctors, lawyers, vets, things like that, man. They have to learn something very specific. It takes a lot of time, a lot of practice, so they get paid a lot for it because they're also in debt like crazy after school.
Look,
you know,
At the end of the day, man,
to me, that's unjustified either.
you
but-
learn this in school: demand and supply. The higher the
Supply and
demand, the higher the demand, the lower the supply, and the higher the price.
Yeah.
It's all relative.
Yeah.
And so this is full circle back to what I was saying before with the fucking wedding rings and stuff like that. It's like they cost this much because they know that men are willing to spend this money because they want to show how much they love their partner.
You know what's fucked up though, for real? Okay, and this is how I actually feel.
tell me.
I'll tell you how I feel, man. I don't want to spend.
it was rough. That was very alpha of you. Very.
I'll tell you how I fucking feel.
No, I'll tell you how I fucking feel, man, because I don't want to go spend 15 or 20 G's on like my girlfriend, like, or my future girlfriend. Like, no offense, but like, Jesus fucking Christ.
So
you know
make
what I mean?
less. It's just 3 months
But
of
Jesus
salary.
Christ, and it's like, yeah.
Make less.
But yeah, I mean, realistically, like, imagine a girl just like takes the ring you give her. Like, do you have the fucking receipt?
Show me your
She
T4.
takes
Show me your yearly income, and I want to prorate it down to 3 months.
Pulls out the fucking. Wait a minute. This is 13%. This is not 20%. Take this back right now.
It's fucking ridiculous, man. And you actually feel, and I'm sure a lot of guys have, I never proposed to my girlfriend, you know what I mean? But you probably feel like a cheap beta fucking bitch if you can't afford to get your girlfriend a nice ring. And that's so fucked, man.
Look,
That's fucked up, bro.
I want to extend an olive branch. It depends the girl.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm saying as a man, bro, you want to give your girlfriend the most beautiful, expensive ring that she could fucking possibly want because you want to make her happy. But when you can't afford that, bro, like my friend proposed to his girlfriend. He told me, man, he's like, realistically, obviously depending on your budget, anything under 10 grand, you're not getting anything good. Like
Dude,
actually like nice, you know?
Like there's like a science behind this. You know how kind of they say there's this like stereotype of girls go for money or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just because it's kind of a source of protection. You know how male protects female type
Yeah,
of thing.
for sure.
That's what it is. So
Yeah, it is.
You do feel beta. Like you'll do everything you can to give her everything.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Because
as simp as that sounds.
that ring she puts on her finger is she's pretty much telling all her friends, everybody around her, how much her husband
Yeah.
makes.
3 months. 3 months.
How much her husband
That's
makes is
lit.
all on this ring.
You know this thing?
3 months.
That thing right there? That's look how much the person I'm marrying makes a year.
Yeah, but it's fucked though, you know? It's girls don't actually think that way, you know? But that's what it represents.
Their friends probably do.
Whether it's subconscious or not, like that's what it
You
represents.
know when they're like, "Oh my god, that ring's so beautiful." What they're really saying is like, "Oh my god, he makes $200,000 a year." Oh my god. And then they go see their husband. It's like, "Why don't you get a fucking promotion?"
Dude, I would love to see how women behind closed doors have the same conversations as us, like about the ring, for example. Always wanted to know this.
Dude,
always.
I've always asked this question. Okay, I would love for one fucking day to just be a part of a girl group chat. I want to see what the fuck goes down. I'm just like, no, do not. I want to see what the fuck goes down in a girls group chat. Just like a Freaky Friday group chat shit. You know what I mean? Like they take my place, I take their place. I want to see what the fuck goes on.
I think they'd be more
I
scared
think they're
to be
fucking worse, dude.
No,
Dude, I think they're way
I don't
worse.
think they're worse.
Yeah, so how
don't think they're worse.
was John? Small dick. Right
Yeah.
away. Like
Yeah.
right
Well,
away.
we went through this. The first thing a girl asks is like how big his dick is. So if you have a small dick already, like listen, don't ever have sex with anybody because everyone's gonna fucking know how small your dick is.
Dude,
Number
imagine
one.
like hand jobs with a small dick. Like imagine the fun stuff. You know what I mean? Fun stuff for her with like that requires somewhat of a decent dick. Like a blowjob, a hand job.
Yeah, well, the same guys that have micro dicks. I was saying this last time. Like not
Practice.
your fault, but like you can't do anything with that. You know.
Dude, you buy tools. You
And
know what I mean?
how is it that I know some girls that I've seen micro dicks?
I don't know, dude.
That poor guy. I know about your dick. You understand what I'm saying?
But this
That's
is what
how
I
much
mean.
it gets out. It's ridiculous, man.
This is what I'm saying. I think they're on some levels a bit weird. Like, even if you don't fuck
They
them,
just gossip more about it, I think. That's
oh my god, Amanda, how was your date last night? Oh my god, he was really boring. Like he took me to like he took me to a park. Like I expected him to take me to a bar, and he took me to a park. And we walked around, and then oh my god, like wow, small dick energy.
Dude, I hate small dick energy so much. Like not the concept, like the word.
Yeah,
not the actual small dick.
Yeah, no, it gets me so fucking nervous. Oh my god.
But it's because somebody made big dick energy, I think. Probably a guy, some fucking loser.
Who are you to tell me if my dick is big or small? You haven't even seen it yet. What if you have small dick energy with a fucking massive cock?
I have BDE with a micro dick. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Not me personally.
No, but you know what I mean? It's like I hate that shit, man. Like even the word beta gets me fucking nervous.
Dude, it's just, and there's so much attention to detail when it comes to first dates. Like everything, dude, to the point where you'll order ice cream. Oh my god, he ordered a sorbet instead of an ice cream. Like, what the fuck, are you kidding me right now? How do you even remember this stupid shit?
I remember I went on a date with somebody once, and like I remember hearing afterwards, it was like, oh my god, he didn't wine and dine me. It's like, what do you
What
mean?
the fuck does that mean?
What is that exactly? What does that even?
But then if I tell
mean?
you to come over and wine and dine you, oh my god, he thinks I'm a whore. He's
Yeah.
inviting me over.
Oh my god, like wow, he's bringing me to his house. Like, what does he think I'm gonna do? Suck his dick? Small dick energy.
Bro, that shit gets me so fucking nervous.
So you know,
define wine and dine.
Yeah. Anything they don't like is small dick energy. Like, shut up.
that's exactly. It's just pretty much a tag.
I'm not fucking making right now. Hashtag fucking tiny tit energy. Fuck you.
Fucking tiny pussy energy. That's
Tiny.
a thing.
No, but they don't even care about their vaginas. They care more about their tits and their vaginas.
Microclits.
Tiny.
Micro clits.
Fuck that shit.
Okay, cheers to the tiny tit energy.
Tiny.
folks.
Yeah, here's a fucking tiny tit energy.
Fucking girls.
Fucking bitches with tiny tit energy.
Yeah, they're fucking tiny tits.
Dude, honestly, speaking of first dates, I know we were talking about this before. The butterflies on a first date never go away, dude. Never.
No.
There's some shit in life that, regardless of practice or repetition, does not go away. And first dates is one of it.
No, but you get used to going on a first, like you'll know what to expect. Obviously, because it's always a first date. Obviously, by definition, is obviously somebody always new, right? The first date, somebody new. That's the only thing that gets me nervous. But I'm just saying because this, I used to hate cameras, and I'm doing this right now, and I'm okay. But I'm doing it all the time. It's always a new person, bro. So you don't know how they're gonna act.
That's what it is.
You know. If it was always the same girl or the same person and you knew what to expect, you wouldn't be nervous. But this girl could be crazy. She could be like whatever. Guys too, you know.
Dude, you know when you go on like your second or third date or whatever number of date where you get comfortable and you start talking to her as if it's one of your boys and you're like, how was I not able to do this on the first date? And then you go on that next first date and you're like, I'm just going to treat her like one of the boys. And then you shit your pants right before you leave your house.
To be honest with you, man, one thing I've learned over time, this may be from having been on a few first dates. I think it may be also in part due to the fact that like we do this every week. So like, you know, like it or not, obviously like the chemistry with Justin and myself, and when Leo was here, like the chemistry's there. You know what I mean? So like obviously we've known each other for a long time, so it's not forced really. But you know, obviously sometimes it's like you're constantly thinking about what you have to say next and what you're going to say next and how you're going to say it. And so this is kind of practice for that. But at the same time, I do believe that like for myself anyway, that first date jitters first and foremost come from the fact that like I don't know what I can and can't say. I've come to the decision in my life, man, where if I'm going on a first date, I say whatever the fuck I want to say, man.
Dude,
I don't hold back.
You have
anymore.
to not give a fuck anymore because at the end of the day, man, it doesn't actually make a difference.
Yeah.
But
Whether
that's fine. Like that, if you give that off that persona, which I kind of do the same thing, it'll not be weird or fucked up when you say random shit. Because you're just the guy that's like, okay, he's all worried.
Because you know what it is, man, is that is if you don't show that side of yourself on the first date and it ends up going to a second, third, or fourth date, you eventually will. So they're gonna see who you are eventually anyway.
You're obviously a little more reserved though all the time. You're not gonna be like your
mean,
full self because then they just think that we do weird shit. You know?
I'm,
like
not gonna tell them like women that belong in the kitchen and shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, honestly, it depends the person. Some
It
people
does,
could
it
really
does.
pull it off.
Yeah, it's true, but there's still boundaries you can't cross. If you really wanted to, you can say whatever you want.
No, but what I mean is like, look, I'm very open, and I'm sure that people who I've been on dates with or people who I've been with can attest to this. I'm very open in general, where I don't mind telling you a story about something that happened, or talking to you about my parents, or like I don't give a shit, man. If we're on a first date together, it's because we're trying to get to know each other. So why would I hold back about something that I would normally say to somebody who I'm comfortable with? In a situation where I'm trying to become comfortable with you.
How do you feel about the stigma of referencing the ex? Not in detail, just like
To
passively.
be honest with you, man,
Like, who gives a fuck?
I don't care. Number one, because I think it doesn't matter, and number two, because I'm usually the one who brings it up.
Okay,
So
so
Yeah.
that's a really good question, by the way. I like that question.
I'm usually the one who's like, yeah, man, like my ex was this, or like I was in a relationship for this long, or whatever. Like, dude, it's a part of your life. This is a question that I always have for people. Okay, on your Instagram profile, do you have any pictures?
You know how I feel about
Yes.
this.
Do you have any pictures of your exes on your Instagram profile?
dude, I've never really been in a serious relationship, so I can't even answer that.
No, you shouldn't.
What
That's
do you
just
think?
me.
Do you think it's okay to have one on your profile?
I've seen it on multiple people's
No.
profiles.
Do you think it's okay to have one?
Do I think it's okay? It depends what kind of Instagram you have. Are you that guy that
It
has like no? But are you that guy that has like 800 posts and doesn't like polish his Instagram type of thing?
No, I mean like I have my Instagram. I have one picture on my Instagram that has me and one of my exes on my Instagram.
Yes, Phil, there's two things. Number one, okay, you shouldn't have. Okay, look, if you're in a big group of people and she's in the picture or he's in the picture, obviously, man, like whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's a big group. You shouldn't. You shouldn't have a picture of your ex-girlfriend if it's just you two in it.
No,
and
yeah.
the only reason Josh has that picture is because he looks good in it. There's no other reason. You know what I mean? It's the only reason, but it's still not valid enough.
But dude, that nulls it out. Like you look good, so you're impressing other females, but you're with your ex-girlfriend, so you're canceling your opportunities.
It just cancels
It's a
out.
fucking zero, bro.
Yeah, it's a zero.
Can I give my
Yeah, of course,
my
go.
reasoning? Okay.
Yeah.
One, the caption on the picture
Fire.
is no.
Take that caption and put it somewhere else, man.
The caption on the picture does not indicate that this is my ex-girlfriend or anybody that I dated. It's like kind of like, oh, it's my cousin.
Stepsister?
I mean, who knows?
Yeah,
Like
nowadays you can fuck your stepsister.
you could
stepsister, so-
nowadays you can fuck a donkey. You know? Apparently you can fuck a
cultural.
donkey. Yeah, exactly. The caption doesn't indicate that it was an ex-girlfriend. One. Number two, I think I look really good in the picture. I like the way I look. And three, I think that in general, okay, I'm not saying that you should have 7 or 8 pictures of you with your ex-girlfriend still littering your profile.
That's just weird.
That's strange, okay?
Yeah, that's
if
like,
you
get
have
over it.
one, it's like, look, this was a part. Okay, this is the way I equate it. I have a picture on my Instagram from when I went to Italy, okay, or Spain or Portugal, wherever I went. Doesn't matter. I have one of those pictures. Why is it there? One, because I like the picture. Two, because it chronicles a moment in my life. Okay? The picture with my ex, technically speaking, is like, look, this is a moment that I went through in my life. This is a moment that happened in my life. This is something that was a part of me. So, you know, I mean, like, this is, you know, if you're looking through my Instagram profile, technically speaking, it's because you're looking to see how I look, obviously, but you're also looking to see, like, oh, you know, what does this guy do? I have videos of me playing guitar. I have pictures of me on vacation. I have pictures of me with my friends, you know what I mean? And it's like all these different pictures dictate who I am as a person. So this one picture is like, oh, well, he was in a relationship at one point. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's like,
but it's like
No, I get it. 'Cause
I understand, but at the same time, it's not like it doesn't define you. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
like
Like
a
semi.
like semi, I guess. But you know, you put pictures of yourself traveling because those are good memories of that you had. Like obviously, not the memories of your girlfriend or ex-girlfriend are bad, but your Instagram profile is like kind of like giving somebody an idea of who you are. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
You are not with that person anymore.
Fine.
Oh, so this guy's a simp.
You know,
But
so it's like what's
y-
the point?
You know what I feel like the best simile or metaphor to explain what he's thinking?
Simile. Jesus Christ.
I've taken over.
Which one is the simile? The simile is
When
like
you use
where
like.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
So the
You better
best,
use like,
the
eh?
best comparison. Sorry, the best comparison for his ideology that's basically justifying this is, let's say you post one of those Instagram things where you have multiple pictures, like a collage, right?
Yeah.
And your ex-girlfriend's in one of those, but it was
Yeah.
like a stupid fun day, dude. Like, I don't know, you went skiing for the first time, for example, and the second picture is you and your girlfriend. You don't want to delete that because that portrays that memory of,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Instagram doesn't make you edit those fucking collages, or else you would take that picture out. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, obviously.
Like, yeah, obviously, but that's the only
If
reason.
Instagram could allow me to edit the shit that I post,
It's ridiculous,
half
man.
the shit I put on there would not be on there. I can tell you that right now.
I agree with you, man. It's not that I don't agree, because yes, it's a part of your life for sure, man. You know what I mean? But it's just, especially if it's just you and her, that's the problem.
bait.
That's
It's
just,
bait.
it's just like, I feel like I'm just throwing shots at Josh for this, you know. But he knows how I feel about this, you know.
Yeah,
It's not bad,
whatever.
whatever, man. Like, bro, it was part of your life, man. It was a long-term thing too, you know. But it's just, I don't know if it's actually, like, useful. especially if you're trying to pull chicks. Like, is it really gonna be that
Okay,
useful?
so
you
is
know
it-
what I mean?
Is it
Chicks
one,
like a guy who can be stable.
dude?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Is it one of those pictures where it's so far back where a chick's like, is he in a relationship? Is
No, he's
2018?
it's obviously like a long time
It's
ago.
far
Yeah.
right now. It's far back in my time.
But in the moment, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Would I doubt if you've ever had sex with this girl? Would I doubt that?
Look, this is what I'm saying. The caption does not dictate that I was in a relationship with this person. So any like layman who's who's scrolling through my profile, it could very easily be seduced into the idea that this is like my cousin or like a friend or something. You know what
so
I mean? Like,
fuck that.
No, because the picture is like, if you guys like,
yeah. I'm gonna call
And-
myself. Look, I'm gonna call myself out right now. The caption is look. The picture is myself and this girl in the picture, and the caption says, "I only take wedding pictures." That's the caption. So
Fine,
like,
yeah.
you know, someone who doesn't.
but
know
it's him
me,
and his ex-girlfriend at a wedding.
Yeah, but dude, don't forget you're also like
We're not
his best
holding
friend.
Well, look.
You're also very good friends with him, and you know
Yeah.
the background story. I don't, so I can understand. Like, I would have much less of a bias.
Yeah, like we're not
judging this.
holding each other. We're not kissing. We're literally.
Yeah, if you're kissing, then take that
We're
out.
literally sitting next to each other. There's a visible space between us.
No sexual tension.
A metaphor for the emotional space that existed between us before the breakup. There's a space. There's a space.
Not a simile.
There's a space between us. Like it doesn't look like, you know what I mean. Like you know what I mean. My dick's not in her hand. Like it doesn't look like we're dating or something. you
Like,
know?
yeah, like it's my sister.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my
You know
sister,
what I mean?
not my stepsister, because that can mean something.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it just it doesn't look like it. So my belief is like, I'm not asking you to have 7 of them or 8 of them, but I think, you know,
Look, if you're gonna
keep
have one, you have to have one.
Yeah.
Anything more than one, it's
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
There's obviously a pattern to it now.
So like,
It's a little bit different, you know.
taking this a step back, it depends your style of Instagram. Are you like the all worried person on Instagram, like the guy who's gonna post a picture of the building and be like, "Wow, such a nice building"? Like you're that.
no, like this isn't 2012.
Like a day in Montreal, like that's like that style. You know what I mean? If that's your style of Instagram,
No,
it passes even more.
I post pictures that make me look good on my Instagram. I'm not gonna lie about it.
Well, obviously,
I
that's
post
everybody,
pictures
though.
that make girls think like, oh my god, this guy's actually maybe good looking, even though like I look like dog shit. This guy's maybe good looking. That's the type of picture I post.
Well,
Because
you
then
wouldn't post a
I seduce you into believing that maybe I'm good looking. And when I ask you on a date, you're like, oh well, he's good looking. And then when you get there, you're like, well, I'm trapped here anyway. And then my personality like kind of draws you in. You know?
Basically, is he gonna be my donkey?
Yeah, exactly.
My donkey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, look.
Does she think you look good in the picture?
I mean,
Have
if
you
they,
had
if they
the
like
discussion?
it, if they like it, we've all been through this, dude. Like, if somebody likes your picture and it's somebody you find hot, you're like, wow, this person thinks I'm fucking hot right now.
Dude, listen. Obviously, that's taking it too far. But the way I see it is, if
It's
you're
not. This is the
if you're-
reality.
So if you're on private and I follow you on Instagram and you accept not knowing who I am, you invited me to socially interact with you. That's what
yeah.
social media is.
This is a question I have, okay? I used to have my profile on private because I used to think that way. I used to say, if I'm on private and you still invite me to follow you or you follow me, it's because you're inviting me to have an interaction with you. I have since, well, I mean, when I was, whatever, like in the summer or whatever, you know, I have since put it to public because my mindset now is, if I follow you, okay, you're a really good looking girl, I'm like, you know what, this girl's like, you know, I'm down. You know, let's see if she's on. I follow you. You obviously get the
I already agree with you, by
Yeah.
the way. I know what you're gonna
I
say.
know- I know where he's going with
You
this.
get the notification that I follow you. And now you go like, who the fuck is this? Who's the baby hoe? 2 A's, you know?
Such a fucking hoe.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
She thinks I'm fucking hot. That's where you're going with this.
She goes to see my profile. I'm not on private. She sees every picture.
Because you can see every picture.
And then she chooses willingly to
follow.
follow.
She wants the dick.
You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
She knows, girls know. If I follow you out of the blue, you've never met me, and I follow you out of the blue, it's because I think you're good looking.
Yeah.
And then if you then in turn go to my profile, view all my pictures, and then decide to click the follow button, it's because you reciprocate that feeling.
Yeah, so like what I basically I don't think she's inviting you to have a conversation, but she can't reject the fact that you're initiating a conversation.
You know what I mean?
Like, dude, it's social media. We follow each other to interact with each other.
Yeah.
Whether it's to look at your hot fucking pictures or DM you.
Okay.
Like, don't post pictures asking guys to DM you and then be mad when a guy DMs you.
Yeah, dude.
Don't fucking do
Let me
that.
ask you a question though, guys. This is actually very important. Okay, so we've all seen a girl that has a private account, obviously,
Yeah.
right? The picture and the little picture, you look like a broad, right? You go and you follow her, right? In this case, you're not on private, you're public, and she follows you back. You're like, oh, mental. Like, she wants me. She wants you.
She's down.
She's down. Then you realize, hey, this girl has a boyfriend. So this happens, by the way. It's happened to all of us. So is that actually true what you're saying? There's this girl with a boyfriend. Because now you're saying that if she adds you back,
maybe they're just being nice.
I know some
That's
shady
my
girls.
point.
I know some shady.
I know some
girls.
shady guys.
yeah. But I'm saying, what's the point?
It's all mindset. It's all,
if you find me actually good looking and you want to go like stalk my page behind your boyfriend's back, I'm public. Just go do it. Yeah. Why are you adding me?
Dude, do you want an even worse reinforcement to what you're saying? Because we have a group chat, obviously, like any other guy, and this girl follows me, and I'm on private, and my profile picture is a baby picture, so it's like, unless you're some sort of scientist being like, this guy's going to be good looking when he's older.
Or a pedophile.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm with a friend, and I'm like, do you know this girl? Yeah, she's so fucking hot. So I accept her, and I follow her back. Dude, boyfriend everywhere. Yeah. What do you fucking see? We don't even know each other. Yeah. I'm not even acquainted with anyone you're acquainted with. Yeah. Like, that's the level.
Yeah.
But you know what it is now, dude, in this day and age with Instagram and all these social media accounts, is as guys, I've been in so many situations where you're chilling with the guys and someone's like, dude, this girl added me. And it's always some random, it's like, dude, you know who fucking Sharon Rosado is? And you're just like, who the fuck is that? You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, dude, she added me. There's always just a name, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just always like their Instagram handle. And I'm sure it happens the other way. Like, I'm sure I've added girls and the girl goes in her group chat and she's like, guys, someone, the baby hoe, do you know who that is? And they're like, oh my God, yeah, I know, small dick energy. You know, like, it's just
micro.
Yeah, micro dick energy. So like everybody just asks each other like, what the fuck is the story? But to your point, okay, where you're private and all that stuff, this is something that I've always believed in. In 2021, you have this notion that men are toxic and all that stuff. And yes, whatever. You know, I mean, like most of the rapes come from guys and shit. I get it. I'm not
full circle.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's women who molest guys. I mean, I'm not gonna. It happens, you know. So 1997, Josh's
hot
house.
girls don't molest guys. Only ugly girls molest.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I get it. I get the toxic masculinity thing. As much as I rail on it and shit, I get it. But what I'm trying to say is that it gets taken to a level where it's like, you ever see those girls like, oh my God, like this guy, and we've spoken about this guy's like messaging me and he's like trying to talk to me, and they'll post a screenshot of someone messaging them, or they'll talk about a time where they went to a club and some guy was trying to talk to them. I'm not condoning a guy going up to a girl behind her, grabbing her ass and just like, yeah, what's up, baby, you want fuck? You know what I mean? Like, it's not what I'm trying to say. But like any single time some guy tries to talk to them, they'll equate that with the moment where a guy tried to pull his dick out and put it in her tights. You know what I mean? And it's like, sometimes I think like, are you taking it too far? Because they'll be like, oh my God, guys are always trying to talk to me.
It's like you're fucking attractive.
No, but it's not even that. It's like, how do you expect anyone to meet anybody?
No, but like you're saying, man, there's different ways of doing it. Like obviously, listen, off the bat, you're hot. Okay, listen, if you don't expect guys to message you, you're just stupid. Delete Instagram. You're an attractive woman. That's what it is. You know what's up. You know what's happening on Instagram. Guys are gonna message you off the bat. All the weird ones, okay, fine, fair enough. Dick pics off the bat.
Like unsolicited, yeah.
Yeah, you know. But then there's the ones that actually try. Hey, how are you? Yeah. And it's like they're still ripping on them, man. It's like how do you want anybody to approach you if you're gonna be so judgmental and like post it everywhere? It's like Jesus fucking Christ. But it takes a lot of balls for a guy to, first of all, man, we all know this, man. To DM a girl, like it's very easy, but it's like it's easy to write something and send it, but it's not easy in terms of like for your ego, man. Because like, what if the girl leaves you on red? It's
not
always
anymore.
Not anymore. Yes, I know, but I'm just saying. So the point is, it's like, listen, man, it takes a lot of balls, it takes a lot of courage, you could say, is the best way to approach a girl, especially in person. And it's like, I feel like sometimes they just take it too far. And it's like, where's the line at this point, man?
That's what I mean. We've all been in situations, like, look, if you're online, it's a different story. But we've all been in situations where you're out at a club or anywhere, really, and you try to talk to somebody, and it's always that, oh my God, get away from me. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, are you angry because I'm ugly? Or are you angry because I'm trying to approach you? You know what I mean?
Because sometimes girls literally can't go anywhere without fucking getting approached, which could be really annoying because they do want to go out. They're still human beings. They want to go have a drink with their friends. You know, at that point, fuck, they have to stay home. You know, so I get it.
I get it. I understand that aspect. But at the same time, it's like, look, let's say you go talk to a girl and she has a boyfriend and she gives you the, oh my God, and she like fucking walks away. Like, what if you would have given that same energy to the guy you're now dating? You wouldn't be dating him.
You wouldn't.
You know what I mean? So it's like how are people? My question is always, how are people supposed to really even meet each other if every person who tries to give you or everyone who asks you for the time of day, you don't give them the time of day? Like there's a certain, obviously there's a limit, you know, like don't fucking be aggressive and don't invade people's space. But sometimes people who are just genuinely trying to be like, you know, I think you're very good looking. Like, my name's Josh. What's up? And you're like, fuck you, get the fuck away from me. And it's like, how is anyone supposed to meet anybody ever in that situation, you know? So it's like, I feel like a lot of times people don't have that sense of distinction between those two scenarios. You know what I mean?
It's rough, man, because like, imagine being a chick,
Yeah,
a hot chick.
I'm sure it sucks, dude. I'm sure it sucks.
Like, it must suck.
It sucks and it's good. You know
It's
what I mean?
great, but it sucks because look, man, you're attractive. Like, obviously, you know, like, people are down, and like, it makes you feel good because you know you. Look, if you're hot, you know you're hot.
It's like being a C-list celebrity.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
pretty much.
Maybe
Yeah.
a D-list celebrity.
Yeah.
You
Your
see it.
locals will notice you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your locals are gonna notice you. And we all have those locals that we know that are abroad, and it's like I can't even imagine. We talked to I've spoken to girls about this just out of pure curiosity and asked them like, oh, like, how are your DMs, or like, how is it? And it's always the same shit. Like, oh,
Like,
look at this guy, look at this guy, look at this guy. Like, look what he wrote. He's so fucking annoying. Doesn't stop. Some guys don't know how to stop though.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
It's like, if I don't answer you,
Hey, baby. Hey, what's up? How
if
are
I'm
you?
keeping you
Oh
on
my God.
red 3 times in a row, even 1 time in a row, like listen, man, it's done. You know?
So dude, basically, because I'm sure you guys are all normal. Like, basically,
I'm pretty fucking normal.
It really depends the day. To be honest
No,
with you.
but dude, there's a limit. Like, you'll DM a girl a lot. You know what I mean? Like, you'll answer to every story if there's some sort of reciprocation.
Yes.
You're not gonna DM a girl 4 times if she never answers
No,
you.
never.
Not even not likes it.
Never,
you know what I
never,
mean?
never. I get the
But
hint.
I've
I get
seen
the hint.
You know what I mean?
screenshots. I've seen screenshots
Yeah.
of like girls showing me like, look at this guy, how annoying he is, and it's like this guy wrote to her like 6 times.
Like, that's next level.
It's like,
without
Jesus
even like
Christ.
liking it. You know what I mean?
yeah, like
That's
just
next
pure
level.
red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or not even red. Sometimes swipe delete, dude. You know what I mean?
I've done
yeah.
this swipe delete.
And then
I've done this swipe delete.
I've been left on swipe delete,
dude, and then the next message is not like hey, I messaged you. It's like, okay, but when are we going out? But what the
like,
fuck
bro,
do you
you
mean?
fucking
This guy's having a conversation with himself.
Yeah, that's what it
He's
is.
about to take himself out for drinks, dude.
Yeah, it's like being a celebrity. It's literally like if you could I'm gonna drastically switch it, but like if you could be one, I spoke about this Leo. If you could be one celebrity, okay, ever for a day,
For a day or for a lifetime?
for a
It's-
gay
it's-
for a gay for a what
Would
the
it be something for a gay?
But what's
For-
the objective?
just you can
Straight up
you can
fucking
live
sling
the-
puss, bro.
You ever see the video of what's his name? Asheroth? No, what's that Jewish guy?
Asher Roth. I think he made like one
Yeah, no,
shitty
what's his
song.
name? The
Who
guy
the
with
fuck is that?
No, wait, is that I Love College?
Lil Dicky.
Lil Dicky, yeah.
You ever see the video of Lil Dicky
No.
where he's like Chris Brown for a day or
Yeah,
some shit?
Freaky
whatever?
Friday. That's
Yeah,
all, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And like, me and Leo were talking about this a while back, where it's like if you can be one celebrity for a day, who would it be? Would it be a girl? Would it be a guy? And whichever gender, which one would it be? And what would you do?
Can we do girl and guy? Let's
Yeah,
do
go
girl
for it,
and
go
guy.
for it, yeah.
Okay, girl, Margot Robbie. I want to see how many fucking unsolicited dick pics she gets.
No, she has a guy for. She has like a social media like
Dude,
employee for that.
you're
shit.
saying
for
you
sure.
don't want to be inside Margot Robbie.
Oh,
What's
I want
the-
to be
what-
inside of her. That's for sure.
If you
Fuck.
were,
You're
if
not
you
the
were-
only guy.
If you were Margot Robbie for a day, what's the first thing you would do? Get completely naked?
Yeah, and just look at my body.
Slam
Yeah.
Leo, dude.
Yeah.
Slam Leo.
You literally just get in front of a fucking
Mirror, bro. Bro, I probably play with like my own tits and shit. Be like, wow. Why not? Look at this smoking body. I'd be there for like 24 hours straight. There's my day.
Dude, do you
in the
think
Can
mirror.
I tell you what I would do?
Go.
A bunch of nudes. Pull out my phone. 514. My number. I was about to say my number on camera. My number. Actually, you know what? 514. and send them all to myself. That's exactly what I would do. Because then the next day I'd be like,
you're gonna bribe yourself?
fuck that.
No, he
Fucking-
has
fucking
Margot Robbie pics for the rest of his life.
Fuck
Ah,
that.
okay. You're going like if you go back
I'm
to your
going
regular
creepy.
life.
That's basically what
Yeah.
I'm going creepy.
That was a lot of steps ahead, dude.
Now, when we're this person, do we have all their skills?
Dude,
You have
you
every
have
single
her
thing they
vagina
are, yeah.
secretions.
So, bro, I would be like Connor McDavid for a day. Why not? Bro, I love hockey. He's the best player right now. I would love to play an NHL game in my life, bro.
That's what I do. I want to see tits. He's like, dude, I want to be really good at hockey.
What do you mean? You get to see tits because you're a fucking NHL
Yeah,
legend
yeah,
and
yeah.
you're a mental athlete.
Dude, I'm a male Canadian and I had to think about who you said. Like, I didn't even know who he was.
What do you mean, bro? You
Like, not Leonardo DiCaprio, Shea Weber. Shea Weber.
Yeah, because I don't want to be an actor. I want to be an NHL player.
Dude, for what? They're missing half their teeth and
Yeah.
they fuck ratchet.
They're millionaires and they rip broads. What are you talking about? And they're playing the sport they
Yeah.
love, which is what I love.
But like I know guys from RDP that rip broads. You know what I mean? It's not a thing of ripping broads. It's maximizing. You know what I mean?
But listen, my goal is to play in the NHL. Like, that was my dream as a kid, to be an NHL hockey player. If I can fulfill that dream by going through somebody else, I would do it.
No, fine. Yeah, it's very subjective.
If the
very.
GM of the New Jersey Devils is watching this podcast right now,
Edmonton Oilers, by the way.
Edmonton Oilers, whatever the fuck, I don't know. But you know what? Like
You wouldn't be like Ronaldo for a day, since you love soccer so much.
Dude, he's the most followed person on Instagram. Believe it or not.
He is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a
He's
shit,
fucking
actually.
ugly.
Girl, I would choose probably Margot Robbie or like Scarlett Johansson because I'm fucking in love with her.
Anne Hathaway.
Oh, dude.
I
You
love
ever
her.
watch the movie Love and Other Drugs?
No, but I love her.
Oh my god, dude. Watch it. She's all fucking, she's like 7 kinds of naked in that movie, dude.
And Hathaway.
Yeah.
and
it's
she's
crazy.
like girlfriend material.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
sense it. I don't know why.
Yeah, a guy I would probably go for. I probably go for like to be honest with you, like fucking Chris Hemsworth or some shit. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
a
for
a
sure.
sexy guy,
yeah,
dude.
it's
That's a sexy
fucking
guy.
I mean, voice, eyes, hair, body, the whole fucking nine.
I think every single girl on the planet would fuck him. Like, literally, like, how many girls are there in the world? 3.5 billion? All of them would fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. What would you think? Okay, girls who fuck these celebrities. Let's say they get a nude from these celebrities. Do you think that they're sharing that with their friends in their group chats?
1 quintillion
Dude,
percent.
if you follow them on Instagram, they're sharing it. You think they're not gonna share like LeBron James's cock on their fucking group chat?
Do you think that girls are sharing the nudes that guys, regular Joes,
100%.
100%. 100%.
Bro, 100%.
100%.
But don't send
100%.
nudes. Don't be a chump. You know what I mean? Dude,
Look.
cocks are not nice, anyways.
If
They're
you
not.
send a nude,
Girls like cock, though.
you have to know that that nude's going to be sent to other people.
But dude, you gotta be
Yeah,
Girl
like,
or
same,
guy,
same
girl
thing
or
for
guy,
girls. I'm
girl or
sorry,
guy.
man, but I've showed all my friends chicks, like the girls
Listen.
nudes. Unless the only people I haven't showed them was like, example, I'm in like a relationship with her.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
a girl you're seeing, like
This-
you're gonna respect
yeah.
that person. Not gonna show them your friends her tits. Like
No,
that's
no,
crazy,
no.
you know?
This is the distinction I always make. Are you a floozy? Are you some random? Or are you somebody who I'm seeing? Are you somebody who I'm actively dating or somebody who I care about? If you're the latter, I won't show people your nudes because
Like
I
if you're
care
like a
about
ladder.
you.
Girls understand this though. They're not stupid.
They're
know.
not stupid, exactly.
Girls don't send nudes without knowing. Like a girl will send a nude knowing that all the guy's friends are gonna see. That's why they must be so perfect and nice.
And
You
I say
understand?
this in the full knowledge that any dick pic I've sent in response to a nude has probably been shown to every single friend of the person who I sent it to.
Yeah, but dude, you gotta be strategic about your dick pics. Don't
Oh
just
yeah,
pull
dude.
out your cock.
Nice
Keep it in
angles.
your boxers.
Yeah, no,
you know
no,
what I mean?
I pull the dick out. I pull it out.
I don't
I go
know.
full
Sometimes.
cock,
You
dude.
circumcised?
No.
Okay, send me a dick pic tonight.
Yeah?
Let's.
Wanna
Yeah,
see
I'm
my
down.
dick right now? Sure.
Yeah.
I send full cock pics, dude. I don't give a shit.
I don't know.
It's a mix.
I
But
feel
you gotta
like
get
it's-
the right angle.
it depends the context of the conversation. You gotta be deep into the horny conversation.
Yes,
to send a
absolutely.
dick pic.
To, like,
Absolutely.
Because a dick pic won't initiate horniness as much as tits will. You know what I mean?
No.
You gotta already be horny to be like, wow, I want to suck it.
Yeah.
Do girls really appreciate a nice dick pic?
I don't think.
I really don't.
maybe
They're
the
like, "Oh, that's
artsy."
nice. That's cool.
That's a
don't
But
dick.
like, they get turned on.
That's
you know.
big dick energy. That's what it is.
I'm gonna go to the
don't-
bathroom. I'm gonna leave you two fine folk all alone for a couple
Oh
seconds.
my god, yeah, we're smoking a joint together and start bad tripping. So here's my question for you, okay?
I'm actually gonna go once he returns. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I can't be alone. It's crazy.
Can't go together.
No, that's fucking crazy.
You know what? I have a question for you. So basically, what Josh was saying is that distinction between seeing someone and them being an actual stranger, it gets complicated when the girl is not sexual. You know, when the girl's down for you,
Elaborate.
when the girl's down for you, but you're not feeling around on her insides, basically. You haven't even fucked this girl, but she's like somewhat down for you. It's like, I don't understand. Are you a stranger? Are we fucking? Are you, am I
But-
seeing you?
But I don't think you could be seeing somebody without actually fucking them first. Is that
No, but-
crazy to say?
Okay, so let's go back one step. That potential of seeing someone, you know what I mean? That maintaining that attraction.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so there's a level of chilling with a girl and having to maintain your attraction without having fucked her yet. And some girls are not sexual, dude. Believe it or not.
No, they're not. There's a lot of girls that
There's
are
like
not, that are-
tomboys out there.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of girls that are not sexual, man, at all. Like they're not. You could try to like maybe force a little bit of like a sexual conversation, and it's not gonna flow. But at the same time, I think, like off the bat, like a base attractiveness won't go away unless you actually fuck them
That's true. Yeah.
in a weird way. Because the how can I say this? the sexual chemistry is just building and building and building. And there's times where you, and this might sound mean, same thing for girls, man. They must feel the same way. You sleep with a guy, you sleep with a girl, and like, you know what? I'm not down now anymore. Not because the chase is over, just because the chemistry wasn't there. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't know, dude. Like, wow. When it comes to chemistry, there's so many fucking rabbit holes. It's stupid.
There is. Because sometimes, man, like at the end of the day, like you can evaluate in terms of, is it fucking pouring outside? You can evaluate in the sense of like, look, sex is important in a relationship, man. Even with a girl.
The most important, dude.
I wouldn't say the most important, but it's definitely very, very strong. So
Well,
you could be like super in love with a girl and you could like really like her and you guys could hit it off. You vibe well. Everything along those lines are perfect, you know? You go to have supper. You could spend time together and like it'll be amazing. But the sex is just not quite there.
Well,
It's
dude,
a big deal, man.
not the most important, but if it doesn't work without it, it's an essential component.
It is. It's very essential. You're actually
Yeah.
right. Because if the sex part is not there, then I guess everything else doesn't really matter or doesn't really count. Because
Yeah,
it's,
like
it's so important, man.
It's not the whole relationship, but the relationship can't work without. It's a prerequisite, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
what
a
it
prereq.
is.
It's a
That's what
prereq.
it is. I'm gonna
You
go take
need-
a piss.
Yeah,
talking
go for
about,
it.
talking about good sex.
Yeah, I was telling him before. I was like, it's just, and how you feel about this. It's how important to you is sex in a relationship. Not the times you have it, but the actual
The
chemistry of it.
quality of it, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And I was saying,
yeah.
like you could vibe with and all points of it, but at the end of the day, it's not enough, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he brought this up, but this is what we're talking about now. And I don't know, you know, because sometimes, bro, you could vibe with a chick so well, but if the sex is not good, it's not gonna cut it,
Yeah.
you know. And same thing for girls.
It is exactly the same thing. But I have to tell you right now, I made a new move the other day.
What is it?
It's called the pull-out, pass-out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really...
You pull out and you pass
pull
out.
out,
It's like
you
it's
fucking pass out.
self-explanatory, obviously. Yeah, it's very self-explanatory.
I'm telling you right now, dude, I pulled out, and without 1 second of hesitation,
Yeah.
I passed the fuck out.
You know that
dude.
classic lazy like spoon fuck? That's
Yeah.
that's the classic pull out pass out. You're already in bed position. You're already ready for dodo.
Why does coming make you so tired?
Bro, because it's a lot of work.
Yeah. What do you think? Who do you think puts more work into sex, guys or girls?
Guys.
Obviously.
Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
stamina wise,
Yeah.
guys. Like you just
100%.
like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
unless the girl's riding you for a long time, like that's the only time they're actually doing anything. And like giving like sucking your
Yeah.
dick. You
a
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
stamina required to fuck.
Bro, you know what it's like? Even with masturbation, like I was talking about this with somebody yesterday, and it's like girls when they like masturbate, for example, a lot of toys are involved. You know, it's a lot of I'm not doing the work, the toy's doing it for me. Vibrations, bro. Jerking off is a fucking hassle sometimes, bro. You're tired, man.
Yeah.
Girls,
a lot
they
of
just-
arm work.
Girls sit back, they get their little vibrator on, and that's it. They're good to
Yeah,
go, man.
yeah.
You know,
A lot of arm work.
a lot of arm work,
A
and
lot
that's
of fucking
why,
arm work.
bro. It's physical activity with like you blowing a load. Of course, you're going to bed after. You're tired.
But they do put a lot more work into the attracting of the male species. You know what I mean? Like they post the pictures, they'll do the, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot more makeup involved. They do the thing, that makes them have to look better and all that shit. You
yeah,
know
but
what
that's
I
just
mean?
an inconvenience for chicks. I find.
It's an inconvenience.
We have
but
it so
we
good.
fall for it, but we fall for it.
Yeah,
We fall for
because
it.
they look amazing.
Yeah, we fall for it.
But it doesn't matter. They just
You know that you ever see that new trend now of like what's this thing of like you ever see those girls that like it's always the jacket off the shoulder? It's this thing.
Is it like a one? Like
What
a,
is that
like
now?
a,
Why
like
is that a thing now?
Like, are they holding it with one finger like this?
No. It's like it's picture like this was a zip up, okay?
Okay.
And then rather than zip it up fully or keep it over here, I bring it down and it's just hanging on my arms off my shoulder, and it's just this.
More on one arm than the other.
Yeah. It's like it's always
He
a jean
knows, yeah, I
jacket.
know,
it's a jean
like,
jacket.
What is that? What is that thing now? Jean jackets, the hoodies, like I think whatever the fuck can possibly plaid
Puffers.
shirts are the big one. Whatever can just like, kind of.
Well,
fucking,
you fucking wear platches all the
yeah,
time.
you know. But imagine me wearing a plaid shirt and I just knock it off my elbows. Why is that a new thing? That's like the newest trend now in chicks.
I feel like I feel like you've been bitching about this for a while, and I still haven't seen it
That's
firsthand.
it's a younger girl thing for sure. Like
Definitely
20,
is,
early
yeah.
20s.
We all know
yeah.
about how Josh and younger girls, bro. We all know.
the van.
I've already said it. I don't like minors. I just like really petite women. All right, we're gonna jump into a nice segment on the podcast.
Hey!
Justin, you wanna fucking announce it to the viewers?
Somebody wrote in. Oh, perfect. Okay, listen, here's what we're gonna do. Okay,
A lot of write-ins.
are you aware of this?
No.
It's a new segment.
You didn't tell me anything. How would I be aware of it?
Because you're a fellow listener of the pod. You should know this.
But I fall asleep to your voices every night, dude. How many times it takes me a week to watch your podcast, dude. And I always wake up to Josh
He's still
laughing.
on 69, dude. He's still on episode 69.
No, I'm on 75, but regardless.
It's a segment where somebody writes into us,
Okay.
and we try to answer their question as best as possible. And it's called Really Right Fuck. And they write in, obviously.
I want you to say it with fucking enthusiasm into the fucking camera.
Really right, fuck.
There you go. Jesus Christ. That's a fucking dream for an editor.
Josh loves to edit. I'm not an editor, so I don't understand what he's saying. But
All right.
we're going to try to answer this. Now it's actually nice because did we ever have a guest answer questions before?
No, we had never had a guest on. Really right, fuck.
So you're going to be our first.
Yeah, no problem. But it has to. Would it have to be live, or you're just gonna post the story now?
No, people write in every week, and we will read the question out loud, and then we're gonna try to answer it.
It's an already asked question. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So one of the first questions actually is a couple of would you rathers, but anyway, would you rather live forever or relive your best year over and over forever? So to begin with, what's your best year?
06.
06.
The
Why?
year they won the cup, dude.
Oh my god!
Don't fucking ask again.
I wish I could just tag Montreal Italians on fucking Vine, man. Vine went by the wayside. That died out.
Oh yeah, it's done.
That's
Those
dead,
poor
man.
bastards. Fuck.
The only
Busting
place I
balls.
ever had some semblance of fucking fame, dude, it died out. 06. Is that actually 06?
No. I don't actually know my best year, but question before I answer this: does the repetitiveness fuck up the enjoyment of the year?
You decide, because realistically, you're aware that you're reliving that best year over and over and over again.
No, fuck that. New experiences.
No, that doesn't make sense then.
Yeah.
Because you know.
Exactly.
Reread the question, actually.
Would you rather live forever, or would you rather... would you rather live forever, or would you rather relive your best year over and over and over again? So living forever, in the context of this question, would assume that you could probably and very possibly have an infinite number of best years throughout the entirety
That's exactly
of your
what I was
life.
going to say.
Or you're basically assuming that the best year you ever had will never be topped, and you're deciding that I only want to relive this 1 year over and over.
No, I want to go with live forever and experience new things.
Yeah.
That's my answer. It's an easy one.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, same.
But
I
you know
think
what,
so
man?
too.
The best years was obviously the best year.
But what
You
if
know?
what if I introduce a little
Go.
fucking what's a
What do they call those things?
disturber? Yeah, what's the
Ah.
word? There's a little I put a stick into your wheels.
Fuck,
right now.
this is like.
And I say that every other year from here on out will be a COVID year.
No, fuck that then.
You could possibly still have a really good year.
Had a good
COVID
year.
restrictions applying.
It's not realistic though.
That there's going to be COVID forever.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
never-
pretty fucking realistic, actually.
the way it's looking, dude. It's the most realistic.
You know what I mean?
No, I'd still.
No, I'm still gonna go with new experiences. Do you actually live forever? That's fucking long, man.
Dude, forever is forever.
It's like it's forever. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, dude, next year seems very far from now.
Next year is closer than you
Next
think.
year always seems far from now.
Yeah,
right?
until
so
it's
clo-
next
it's
year.
so
It's so
close.
close though. Yeah,
It's so
it's
close.
very close. Okay, so what are you going for?
I'm gonna go with still new experiences, man.
Yeah.
Live forever.
Yeah, live
Yeah,
forever.
no, same.
Live forever.
Yeah.
Do you like after 700 years of living? Do you like look visibly 700 years older? Though that's the question.
Well, no, at that point you'd be like disintegrated into nothing. You're just like a fucking blob of
You, know,
nothing.
you ever see like a 90-year-old and you're just like, "Hi, how was your day?"
Well, I don't want to be like that, man. It's so fucked, but I'm like scared.
Dude, quick like sidetracking here. I used to work at the bank, and a 9-year-old called us, and I'm like, "Your credit card's about to expire. We're gonna send you a new one."
What's
She's
the
like-
credit card?
She's like, "I might expire before the credit card comes in." I'm like, "Wow, you're fucking deep."
Like a
They
little-
know, dude. They know, man.
That's good humor. I like that.
You,
Good for her.
like you know when it's coming up. You know what I
They
mean?
know, man. I always say this: when you're 90 years old, you definitely know that tomorrow can maybe be.
You're
your
just
day.
waiting for death.
You're
Like-
just
like
waiting
a-
for it
that's
to
what it
happen.
is.
Yeah, exactly. You know
That's
what I mean?
crazy.
You know, like when you're a kid, when you're 20 years old, you live alone and you're like, "Oh, fucking March taxes, school taxes are coming." When you're 90, you're like, death, it's probably there."
It's like, do I wake, yeah, it's like tomorrow morning. I might want to wake, like not even wake up.
Might not be my best year. That's
Assuming I can like kind of maintain like my lifestyle, I would like to live forever.
Okay, next question on the segment.
Really right, fuck. You get a blowjob. You bust in the mouth. Are you kissing right after?
100%.
with love.
Yeah,
with
passion.
passion. I feel like a lot of girls think that guys on the whole are like, "I am not kissing you after blow. I will I will stick my tongue down your throat."
Dude, that's
I'm
my
over it.
work.
yeah.
That's my work.
Yeah. Those are my children in your throat, in your mouth,
Yeah.
in your esophagus.
But I know a lot of people, a lot of guys that don't like that shit. They think it's gross.
I think most guys are like, "You know what? Fuck this
Nah,
shit."
I think
you-
that's like an 18-year-old thing.
Nah,
That's-
you'd be surprised, bro. I don't give a
Some
fuck.
high school kid smoking a vape. I'm not kissing you.
Dude, you're not. It's so in in the moment, you're so fucking horny. You're not thinking like, oh my god, that's my kids.
Bro,
You're
she
not
could
thinking
have
that.
my cum still in her mouth and I would still kiss her. Like, I
Yeah.
swear to God, that's how horny you are. I get it, man. Like in the moment, nothing matters, bro.
Dude, and it depends the girl. You know, it might be the
I'm
first
all
night you're
worried,
trying to
man.
impress her. You're like,
I'm all worried.
let me swallow my own kids.
Dude, I will go full throttle tongue, dude. I don't give a shit, dude.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, and you know what? I've been with girls who after you come and
Yeah.
they swallow, and you go for the kiss, they're very hesitant because they think, I think, that you're doing it out of courtesy. I don't care, man.
Dude, I don't even think about it.
You know what I
Double
mean?
dip like a
Let's
fucking
go.
tostito.
Regurgitate
Like
it up
a
and fucking
toasty.
bird feed me with
Like
my.
a
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't
do it.
think. I think girls feel that way.
I think so for the most
No,
part.
I don't think
I've
they
been
care.
with girls who are very hesitant to kiss me after I come when they give me a blowjob.
Dude, imagine like, I don't know. Imagine feeling that precautionary as a guy. Like, dude, do you want me to bust in your mouth? These are my kids we're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And we all know it fucking feels amazing.
But you just sit there like, I'm about to come, and then that's it. You shoot.
You give the courtesy,
You
you
shoot.
give the courtesy tap or the courtesy
Yeah,
word.
you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
It's a little tap or
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
about to fucking.
I say it. I'm about to fucking.
Yeah,
come
well,
right now.
jizz everywhere.
Yeah,
Fuck,
yeah.
get ready.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, because no one likes surprises. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
at least, if
no,
you're gonna
no.
jizz in their mouth, at
Yeah.
least be like nice enough to say, listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I want you
There's
to be
a
ready.
nice blast coming
like-
in the next 3 to
Yeah.
4 seconds.
Listen, if eating
what I mean?
if when you eat a girl out and she comes, and if they're in that situation, there was a discharge and like a very noticeable, like I have to swallow something, I would appreciate if you told me. So I'm not gonna be that fucking asshole that's just like, ha, surprise.
I'm about to fill your mouth with my ovaries.
I'm not gonna be that piece of shit.
I don't mind surprises though, if it's the girl. If it's vice versa, it doesn't bother me.
Dude, it still catches you like
Catch-
left field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, you're like, wait, what the fuck? But
Like-
I mean, do you not enjoy it? No.
No, absolutely.
And there you go.
Well, I mean, do girls enjoy cum shots? Like
Yeah, I
swallowing
think it's
jizz,
a-
you know what I mean? Like,
It's a pride thing. It's like I made you come.
yeah,
You're mine
yeah,
now,
no,
bitch.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I think they feel that. I think it's like, yeah, I made you come. But at the same time, I don't think that girls are like, oh my God, I cannot wait to swallow this jizz.
no.
No, oh man, you know how many girls don't swallow?
Yeah.
A
But
lot.
I
A
will
lot.
never.
A
You know
lot.
what's
A lot.
I will never judge a girl for not swallowing.
Yeah.
I think a lot
In
of
the
girls
moment-
think, I think a lot of girls think that guys are like very turned off if you don't. Listen, I obviously like if you do, but like
Listen,
I will
I'm not
never
gonna
judge
lie.
you if you don't.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, if you don't swallow, it actually sucks though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Dude,
listen.
yeah.
But I could understand why you don't want a bunch of fucking cum in your mouth. Like, that I get.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, you know what it is? It's guys, like the climax is coming, dude. Like
Yeah.
the rest of it feels good, but it doesn't feel amazing like it would for girls.
Yeah.
So it's like, let me finish warm and wet. You know what I mean? Don't take out and then don't pull out of whatever hole and then give me a hand job.
Because exactly, if you're finishing off with a handy, like, it's not the same. It feels
I just
great.
jerked off. That's what it is,
I
dude.
think
I just jerked off.
But like, blowing a load in someone's mouth is way better than them finishing you off with a handy. Let's
I
be
like
honest.
handies. So
Yeah,
underrated.
I know, but
So underrated.
Dude, you always say this. I listen to the podcast. They're not underrated.
Oh, dude, they're so underrated.
It's
They're
'cause-
underrated because you're saying they're underrated.
bro, so many girls don't even want to give handies in the
yeah,
first place.
they don't
But if
compete.
you
Bro, it's
do-
crazy, man.
But if you do, God fucking bless you.
If you could give a hand job, Jesus fucking Christ, like amazing
Dude,
though. It's so rare. Like literally though, it's like super rare and fantastic.
There's no one that's gonna give yourself a hand job better than you, dude. It's just it
You'd
is
be
what it
surprised.
is.
Some girls are really good, but some girls say, listen, like, you need to relax a bit. You know what I mean? Like you need to like calm your horses.
Like you're about to pull my dick
Like
out.
have skin there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's relax. You know? Fuck, come on. Is there another question? We're gonna finish off.
Not the
this.
donkey.
Yeah. We'll end off with one last one from one of our very loyal listeners, actually. When is it too soon to ask a guy from a dating app where, quote unquote, this is going?
Oof. Like
What do you mean?
You're talking to a guy on a dating app. You met him on Hinge. Her, whatever. I mean, him or her. We're not going to discriminate. You met him or her on Hinge. You're talking. You've gone on a date. You've gone on 2 dates. When is it too soon to say, where is this going? Maybe not necessarily for dating apps, but like in general.
Yeah,
in
'cause if
life.
you're asking that on a dating app, it's like, listen, we haven't even met yet. Can you take it
Yeah.
easy a bit,
Yeah.
please? Like, Jesus,
that's
fuck.
what it is. Yeah.
That's a serious red flag. Like, you're gonna come down a little bit. I haven't even seen you in person. You know?
like sometimes like you'll answer a story as a DM, or like if you're talking to someone on a dating app, you'll always try to be clever, right? You'll go in with like a very little clever comment. So imagine it's just like someone says they like Harry Potter or something. It's just like, oh yeah, I love Harry Potter too. They answer back, where is this going?
it's like,
Relax.
yeah, relax.
Fucking relax.
Yeah, relax a little bit.
You've been on a date or two, or whatever.
But I
like-
would say in life, the right time, I think as soon as one person starts to get like feelings,
how do you know though?
because you know in yourself.
Do you?
Yeah, if you like somebody, you know, you feel it.
I don't know.
But it's not about you. Because the person who is feeling the feelings will then ask. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not about how you feel because they don't know how you feel. So, like, realistically,
But the question is, when do you ask?
when do you ask? In general, let's forget the dating app thing. Let's say you're dating somebody, you've been speaking to somebody. What is too early to ask where is this going?
Well, too early, obviously, like a date or 2 or 3, like it's too early.
So
but I
what's
think
the threshold?
the right time to ask is when you literally just want to know. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it doesn't actually matter. You could bring it up. People understand this too, you know? Like no one's going to ask after the second date unless you're a fucking psychopath. You know what I mean? But in terms of like, if you're spending a lot of time with each other and you're, you know, I don't know, if you're like sleeping over a lot and shit and you're like doing like maybe more coupley things, then it's like, you know what? Okay, well, I feel a certain way. Let me just ask where this is going, you know? You have to be like in this, you know, like just like the levels.
Yeah.
You have to be in some certain like level to ask that, and some sort of like exclusivity. You could probably say.
What'd you say your name was? Josh. Where is this going? It's like, Jesus.
That's my answer. That's my
I
answer.
think, honestly, you've got to wait. Like, I think in general, 3 dates is usually the
That's
acceptable.
that's too soon, bro.
I think it's the acceptable time with which you can assume that you're not going to have sex with a person as a guy, let's say. I think 3 dates in is usually where you can assume, okay, if this is going well after the first 2 dates, we'll probably sleep together. Yeah. So I think anything after 3 dates, I think anything after the first time you've slept together is acceptable. I'm not saying that I would respond favorably to it. I think that anything after you've slept together is acceptable because you've had that connection, you've had that like
it's too soon.
That moment. No, it's. I mean, look, if I
Bro,
sleep with you for the first,
Jesus Christ,
if I sleep with you for the first time and then right after you're like, where is this going? I'm like, eh. But some people, if you know going into looking for a date or looking for a partner that you're looking for a lifelong mate, then realistically after that 3rd date or after the first time you've both slept together, the person says, where's this going? You're not going to be as close to it because going into the entire scenario, going into the relationship, you've already had in your mind the idea that I want to find someone who I'm going to spend my life with. So in theory, that question might come as a relief to you because it's like, okay, I know you're on the same page as I am.
I don't agree.
Dude, I don't know. There's even another context of if you haven't slept with the person, would you dare to ask that question?
No, you haven't even had sex yet.
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the threshold is sleeping. I think
The threshold is sleeping.
sex.
But even at that, Josh, like you're saying 3 dates. What if you see them like once a week?
Yeah,
After
it's very
3 weeks, you're gonna fucking ask them. Jesus Christ, I haven't even known you a month yet.
Well,
circumstantial.
Okay, so here
It's
we're asking what's the threshold for myself and in general. For myself, hey, Jesus Christ, like 3-4 months in. Man.
Whoa.
Yeah, like
No, bro, I'm with Josh on that one,
Yeah.
man. Like
No,
to
I
me,
know.
man, the more
3-4
the
months
longer
in.
the better. Because first of all, no rush, man. In these things, it doesn't actually matter. These labels
Yeah.
don't mean fuck all.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean at certain points, like
But in general, I think that after you've slept together, you shouldn't feel ashamed for wanting to.
I would say after you slept with each other at least a couple of times, not just after the first time.
Okay.
So you know what? Before I answer this question, does the next result of the question lead to a relationship? Because that matters. There's levels to
Depends.
this question. You
No,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
You answer how you feel on the inside. It doesn't matter. So when's the right time to actually just ask it? No, the answer doesn't matter.
Dude, I think it depends of like how much of a priority they are in your day. You know what I mean? How much you talking to them throughout the day? How much you balancing them into your week? Like for chilling type of thing
Yeah.
between your family and your friends. Like, dude, if you're seeing each other often and you're talking day to day, waking up, hey, how was your day? It's like, where the fuck is this going? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
true. It's
Yeah,
definitely true.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
Sometimes I think for the most part, people
There's so many
tend
factors.
people do tend to impute certain like relationship status ideals into their day-to-day interactions with people who they're not necessarily in a relationship with. So it's like, I know that maybe I'm not in a relationship with you, but I will still speak to you every day, call you every day, text you every day, because people are, for the most part, I think, afraid of those titles. And in general, people like companionship. You know what I mean? So like, if me texting you every day and calling you every day kind of leads to this companionship sense or feeling, I'll do it.
It's all about
Yeah.
the feeling. That's
Yeah,
before. It's
exactly.
all about the feeling. If you're just going on 3 dates with a girl and you just spoke to her like on just the times of those dates or a couple times in between those, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
there's
have to
also-
have that whole thing going, like you said.
Like there's the notion where like you'll wish a girl good morning type of thing on a daily basis, but it's like, is it out of politeness or it's
Mhm.
because now it's like, she's obviously one of the first things you think of when you wake up. You know what I mean? I think that's when it's okay to start saying like, why the fuck are you wishing me good morning? Not out of disrespect, just out of like curiosity.
Well, I mean, I would never wish a girl good morning because I felt bad.
No,
Or
but
like-
there's a respect thing to it. Like you'd be surprised how many people are that polite. You know what I mean?
I only tell them good afternoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good night.
So what's your
That's
timeline? Give a timeline.
Honestly, I agree with him, man. It all depends. Like in terms of timeline, there's no timeline. It all depends on the factors. So if you're gonna be like romantically involved like that and make time for your day and you want to see her every morning, good morning, good night, FaceTimes, phone calls, then bro, it can be as little as like 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 dates, you know. But if you're seeing that person once every 2 months because you're, I don't know, whatever the case may be, because whatever you're busy or whatever, like that happens all the time. Well, then I don't know, man. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
It's too much of a it's not a black and white answer. This is
So
too,
indefinite. What are you saying?
I think it could happen like best case scenario in terms of acceptability. It can happen as early as like 3 weeks.
A full pen
3
talking.
weeks.
Like what I'm saying is the most like the shortest time frame where it's like fuck, it's a bit creepy. It's right before 3 weeks.
Yeah, if it's like yeah. I'm gonna honestly, if I want to answer, I would say 2 months.
Okay.
I'm saying 2 months.
My answer, I'll stick with it. After the first time you sleep with each other, you're allowed to ask that question. Depending on the person, it might differ, but I think you're allowed to ask the question after the first time you sleep with each other.
Interesting.
And that was our segment of really right fuck.
Let's do this last shot.
Yeah, let's get this last shot, and we'll call this one a date today.
This
boys.
is for Leo again.
Yeah.
Leo and the animals.
Leo and the
Leo
leopard.
is an
Leo and the
animal.
leopards. Dude, every time I look at a video of him online, he's just like with a bunch of like 7 girls on a boat, dude. Like,
Leo's a boss.
what a guy.
Okay, we're playing a game quickly before you leave.
Yeah,
before we get off.
shoot.
Oh, it's actually still pretty early. We could probably just vibe a bit too after this, eh?
Yeah, we could definitely vibe
Like,
a bit after
You
this.
know, vibe a bit?
As boys or on the podcast?
As boys.
As lovers, as friends,
I'm
and
gonna-
as passionate
As
mates.
boys.
I'm gonna ask you guys where this is going. Is it acceptable?
We
'Kay.
do a game on the podcast every week. I'm sure you
Shoot,
know about
shoot.
it. How long do you think that we've been recording for? Unfortunately, given the circumstances of the recording software tonight, I had to look at it, so I am out.
Okay.
How long, Justin, do you think that we've been recording for? Ba, 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 ba.
It's at least like 7:15 right now.
This fucking guy's going with the sunlight.
Oh, I always
Cheater.
go with the sunlight.
I was gonna go with like enjoyment.
This is science and mathematics. 2 hours, 16 minutes.
What do you think?
That's long, dude.
Oh, you think it's
Time flies when you're having fun. I don't know. It's my first time. There's a lack of experience in this.
Time flies when
answer.
you're jerking each other off
Yeah,
under the table.
When you're talking about rape vans. I'm gonna go with like a little under 2 hours, like an hour 50 minutes.
An hour 50. What did you say? I didn't even listen to what you said.
2:16. Fuck you, man.
2:16, an
yeah.
hour and 50? We are.
No, stop making me lose. Hurry.
What's that song? Fuck, what was that song?
It's at 2:16 for sure right now.
If
No,
it's like
not.
an hour and a half, I'll be
We
really
are
upset.
the youth
the
of the
youth of a nation. That's POD.
That's it. Yeah, there we go. An hour anyway. An hour and 58 minutes and 48 seconds.
Fuck, I'm
So
not
you-
that much closer though.
No, but you won because you're
You
under.
won.
Price is
Yeah.
right rules. Price is
Right
right.
rules.
Bob Barker rules.
You would win.
Bob Barker rules.
Yeah.
That's fun.
We still look alike though.
Yeah, it was a good one.
That's the
Do you
win.
think we look alike?
You're the better looking version,
Yeah.
dude. Whoever says we look alike is blind, and is being generous to me.
I think you're extremely good looking. I'm not
It's
even
being
joking.
generous to me.
I'm not even joking. I
he's
think you're
definitely a
extremely
good-looking
good looking guy, man.
I know some of the people you slept with. You're a good looking guy.
Yeah,
What?
you pull, bro. Shut the fuck
You
up.
pull.
I know you fucked.
I don't even know
Imagine-
some of the people I slept with.
This guy pulls, man. Stop it.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode, Beyond the Bench, episode 75, the podcast about everything and absolutely nothing. If you're watching on YouTube right now, like we said at the beginning, I don't even know what to do it again this week. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Whatever. Subscribe, like, hit the notifications, follow us on Instagram, at Beyond the Bench 3. We post videos, we post pictures, we post a bunch of shit, stories about how stupid we are. And like I said, subscribe on YouTube. If you're watching this video, really fucking subscribe. You know what I mean?
subscribe. If you want to give the camera one last word or like one last little fuck you or gang signs or whatever.
But
fuck you
before
wanna
we
do.
get into Gerrardo, I just want to tell Justin that he's got a duty to our website.
Oh yeah, we have a website now. A website now. You're aware
Are
of it.
you trying to sell me right now? Are you plugging something?
I'm plugging. I always plug, but you're wearing it right now, anyways.
Yeah.
www.beyondthebench.ca. We sell hoodies and shit. It's really nice. Look.
Yeah.
Go
so
check
hoodies
them out.
and a
It's
bunch of shit.
Yeah, we have hoodies,
comfortable.
crew necks, t-shirts, crop tops, toques apparently, which is pronounced talks.
Yes.
What?
Do this. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
And what else do we have? Oh yeah, we have like if you want to know a little bit about us, go read it about our guests, and just have fun. Just go vibe. You know,
Exactly.
that's it.
To end the podcast, we'll give Gerrardo one of the last words. Do you have anything you want to fucking plug? Like, what are you up to in life?
Yeah, make this
Well,
camera your
I was
bitch
about to say
right
I want to
now.
plug Leo, but that was gonna sound completely wrong. Leo,
You can plug all your friends' businesses, plug whatever the fuck you want in here. Make this camera your bitch.
dude, I don't even know. Like, I can't even think of any. But at the end of the day, like Leo missing, I do miss you, dude. I don't even know you, and I miss you. Imagine. Anyways, hopefully we meet each other on the next podcast, dude.
You guys, thank you for this week.
Wonderful.
We'll catch you next week. Episodes every Thursday, 8 p.m. Impeccable editing.
Yeah.
We'll catch you next
Editing
week.
sucks. The
Yeah,
guy does the
no.
editing fucking
It's
sucks.
Fucking
bro.
loser. This whole podcast is a bunch of fucking losers.
Yeah, fucking sucks.
Guys,
Fuck us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in this week. We'll catch you next week.
Yes, sir.
Egg.
Egg!